Thank you for joining us today. Welcome. You are now watching the Woke Minority Podcast. We are here on episode 2. If you've seen last episode, thank you for watching. We appreciate the support. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We drop every Monday. I'm your host, Stacy. I'm here joined with my co-host, Xavier. We have 2 special guests for you today. I want to thank you for joining us. Just give an introduction. Let them know who you are.
It's Mr. Muney, a.k.a. Wooga Mac from the DTF, coming to y'all live from Woke Minorities. We out here.
Hey,
y'all.
You're a returning visitor, aren't you?
Yes, sir, for episode number 2.
Yeah, welcome back. Glad to have you. And go ahead.
Hey, y'all. My name is Success. I also go by CC. I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
Sir.
So.
Yeah.
Represent 214.
Now, Diamond told me that you had went to North Mesquite with us.
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
What year did you graduate?
2018.
2018. Whoa. Hold up. So what that means I'm trying to calculate 22.
22.
When's your birthday?
February 29th.
February 29th. Hey.
Am I the youngest at the table?
Nah, that's him.
That's my boy X.
That's Xavier. Right.
I'm a younger.
19.
Yeah.
20, graduated when? 2020 what?
21.
2021?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. But yeah, let's get it off. Now, when we were asking Woo Money here to find females to be on the next episode, he mentioned something about your past
Occupation.
experience that occupation that brought us some interest. If you would like to elaborate on that, what do you do for?
What do you mean? Like, because I do makeup and stuff along that lines. I'm a makeup artist.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, that's normally what I'm on.
Right.
I travel around and stuff.
Okay.
And you said you have your own podcast channel as well.
Yes, so I was going to start a podcast called Backwood Smoke Sesh, where we all get together and we all kind of like talk about controversial topics, the real answers. I don't want what's culture appropriated or what's appropriated for what should be said. I want to know what you really think about it.
Okay. Speak that real.
Yeah.
I feel you.
So, what are some controversial topics in your opinion?
Like, we was talking about it not too long ago, what people consider a toxic relationship, which I feel like is now based off of social media versus what it really is. People like to misconstrue stuff now because it's so big in the media. It's like, oh, that's foul, that's messed up. But in reality, it's not unhealthy. Like, somebody being attached to you or wanting to be around you is not unhealthy. But they play it off like that because we have this big conceptual, like, feeling that, oh, a man not being into you really means he's into you, or vice versa for a female, or for like a female wanting to be in a relationship for the benefit of it is normalized.
That's a good point, bro.
So you're saying that like females, or not even females, people in general want to be in relationships, but they tend to not show that they want to pursue?
Like,
because they listen to the media?
Yeah, like it'd be a whole big charade. For me, I feel like it's just a whole big charade, and the people don't like each other the whole time. They not realizing they not compatible for each other. They not working up to the same things. They not working towards the same goals, but social media thinks they cute, so they stick it out. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking about that on the way here. Like, I was wondering, like, if I was to ask a normal person, like, what's something nice, or I was thinking about for a female aspect. If I was to ask a female, what would be something nice for your man to do? And she'd be like, take me out to eat, buy me stuff, buy me hella gifts, buy me a car, maybe, you know. And I would ask, did your dad do that for your mom? Because if without media, you only see what you brought up to see. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't see nothing. You don't see other people's lives.
Got that example.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I would follow up with that question of, did your mom do that for your dad? Or did your dad do that for your mom?
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, I believe she's going to say no, because a lot of us aren't in a family with both parents.
Exactly.
And so then it would make me think that she basing all this off of social media.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Or something that she's seen, you know what I'm saying, that she hasn't experienced yet. And that's the biggest problem nowadays. You know, they're going by off of, you know, the wrong examples. Maybe sometimes they got a homegirl or toxic homeboy that's showing them, oh, no, you might not need to do this. If he ain't doing this for you, you don't need to be with him. He a broke boy.
Okay. And I be telling people, you living beyond your means. Like, you trying to live in someone else's means.
Right.
Y'all
Right.
be trying to be city girls and knowing damn well y'all ain't no city girl. Like, come on now.
Can't even make it in the country.
That's crazy.
So are you currently in a relationship, or have you been in a relationship? When was your past relationship? What's your status right now?
So I'm currently talking to someone. I'm
Okay.
currently seeing someone. No, it's not official, but you know, my past relationship ended in December. Since you asked when, and it lasted for a while. And it was a toxic one. I was basing and it's true. I was basing my idea of being in a relationship off of social media, like dealing with the bullshit, knowing that a dude's gonna cheat, so you put up with it because it's normalized. Like, everybody on social media be like, all niggas cheat, all dudes cheat. You know what I'm saying? So
Stick
you gonna
with
stick
'em.
them out. Yeah, you stick them out. And I'm like, I had to wake up and be like, nah, like, this ain't for me.
So were you a part of the? What's your opinion on the feminist movement then? Because it sounded like you were, consuming a lot of that through social media. Because I mean, that's just an easy, thing for females to gravitate to.
It's like being a feminist. I feel like,
or did you see any of that content while you use social media?
yeah,
And what?
I did. I seen a lot of female that was like pushing toxic femininity.
So
Like, get what you want out of a dude because you that woman,
Mm.
you that girl, you deserve it. You deserve it. The whole time, you gotta understand, y'all two people that's both healing, so y'all both working. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not gonna be perfect people. He's not gonna be perfect, and you not gonna be perfect.
Right.
So for you to say, oh, you deserve this, this, and this, and that, and the third, are you perfect? Do you really deserve it, or are you pulling for something?
I feel like that goes back to a past conversation that me and the guys had last time. Some people don't wait to court each other. You know what I'm saying? And what that means is, it's a waiting period. People don't understand. It's a long period between me knowing you and you knowing me. Not everybody wants to rush. You know what I'm
they be
saying?
ready to.
I agree,
Hey,
bro.
jumping straight into bed, first date, that's a normalization.
No, for real.
Not even going on a date. I'm about to take you back to the crib, Netflix and chill. That's an actual thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when we got a mind state like that, it's like, how can we survive in a relationship in 2022, 2023 and further on? You know what I mean?
So, in your podcast, would you say that social media is the reason that happens in art? Because that's something that's really just happened. It started happening really, like, it took off. It got that traction in our generation with the advent of social media.
I don't feel like it was just social media. I feel like social media gave it the platform so everyone could see it, but it's been going on. It just wasn't like magnified. It wasn't applauded against. Like, people weren't sitting there like, oh, she be 304 and she be doing it. We're gonna support her until it became the media, and everybody was like, oh, city girls do it.
I was just gonna
Cardi
say that.
girls,
That's
like
they-
Cardi and them do it. Like, nah, it just gave them a platform. They've been doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
You want to speak on that a little bit, X?
It's really nothing to say. Like she said it. Like
I mean, how do y'all feel about it? Like, now that females come off and they be like, I feel like you're supposed to buy me a bag, and I feel like you're supposed to take me out.
that sound delirious.
Well, I feel
Right.
like
Thank you.
I feel like now with social media, they see, oh, this man is willing to spend all his life earnings on this female, so he must really love her. So they
That ain't love.
yeah
bro.
materialize it.
they see love as how much you can spend. If you can't spend $1 million on me, you don't love me. So
Right.
that's how, and I feel like social media is influencing that.
I've
So-
heard if you don't make over $50,000,
And look at what the crazy
You
standards.
said 50?
50,000.
50,000 a
If
year?
you don't make over 50,000
That's
a year,
broke.
you're broke.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't hear worse.
If you don't make $1 million, you broke.
No,
Yeah,
I feel like they expect all men on all levels to make
Now,
over
we
100,000.
can't say they, because obviously it's females that don't. What's your feeling on
The
that?
mass majority of females. That's
I
what
won't-
I meant.
I won't even say it's the mass majority. It's what y'all be looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, women be looking for
That's a
that
good
put
point.
together man. You know what I'm saying? So they looking for somebody that already got 100K in their bank account. They looking for that because they looking for a bag. They looking for a $500 wig.
Okay, and going back to the feminist thing, now it's females are, how you saying they're looking for these specific things. Now they want to do that for themselves, like how females, they say, oh, I want a rich man. Now the mentality is, I'm gonna get rich, so I don't need a man, and I'm gonna get my own.
And I call
Everything.
that not being submissive. Women want to be masculine so bad.
Drop a bomb. Drop
They
a bomb
want to
on
be
that.
the man.
Drop a bomb on that.
Like,
Keyword submissive.
Yes, that's a big thing.
Submissive does not mean you obey everything that your man says. You are not a slave when you are submissive. That just means that you are willing to listen.
Yes.
Let's
And
take notes.
it's a big thing. Like women think, oh, being submissive.
When did feminine qualities become negative in mainstream? When did mainstream try to make it negative?
When they started pushing that we supposed to get Birkin bags out of dudes and they supposed to buy us cars, and we realized that every dude is not able to do so.
Matter of fact, you supposed to be, as a female in the rap song, you supposed to be able to buy your own car and then still expect a rich nigga to come buy you a car.
What happened to the boss bitch?
But no, for real.
Y'all want bosses? Pick one. Pick
But
one. You want to be a boss or you want to? You feel me?
People don't take into account a lot of those girls that was talking about, oh, I'm buying my own bags and cars and shit, was the same girls that were stripping.
Yeah.
Same girls that's making fast money.
Right.
So y'all gotta understand, if you making slow money, you got a 9 to 5. I'm sorry. I don't care how much
Don't
I
expect
make.
shit like that. You don't do it.
Not even that.
You
You
can't.
have a different value for the dollar.
Right.
So then at the end of the day, when you done work this 9-hour shift, you're not finna turn around and spend $8,500 on a bag.
Right.
I'm
That's
not.
that's morals. If we're going into morals like that, then yeah, that's different. But I'm just saying, all women should stop expecting these top 10% of men. They don't exist. They don't. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not that we don't exist.
They exist.
It's not that they don't exist. You got to think about it. Realistically, a female is looking for the 1% of male that's going with. So it's like a competition of animal kingdom type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's one king of the jungle, the richest man in the kingdom, right? All the female lionesses want to be the queen, so they're gonna fight for this 1%. But if this 1% looks like on Instagram that it's majority of dudes trying to be this 1%, if that's what the portrayal is, right? Then most of the ideal is, okay, well, most guys have this. Why don't you have this?
And see,
Most guys don't.
Most
though.
guys don't have
That's what I'm
100K.
saying.
not even just that. We making up an image of what y'all supposed to be in
like.
our head. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, yeah, it be that 1%, but then in the same breath, we still got our own twist on it. We
Right.
want this, and the third on top of what that is, and we make an unrealistic figure, and then we looking for him and all these other people expecting him to live up to certain terms, knowing good and well before we even started this that was not him.
Makes
Right.
sense.
We trying to mold you into something the whole time. We just need to accept you for who you was.
Fact.
So, like, with females now trying to, and I let me say this: I'm not trying to.
You're
Just
not-
females. I love females. I adore females.
I want you to
love
ask the
the
questions,
ladies.
though.
But,
I want you to be real.
It's now like how you say they looking for these traits, but they putting their own spin on it. They admire men with money, so they try to replicate that. But it's like they expect to get the same reaction out of men to be attracted to money the same way as women are attracted to money. Like if you were to ask a billionaire female what she bring to the table, she'll say, I bring my own money, I bring stability, etc.
But she lonely.
That way.
She gonna be lonely, bro.
She's going to be lonely because she
Yeah.
chose a career
And
over
not
a
even to.
relationship.
I don't mean to like,
Not even that. She got unrealistic expectations.
and not even to cut you off, bro.
Go ahead.
That's how I feel. Any women that chase money over a family and kids gonna be lonely. And I didn't see examples
Look,
of this.
and they
like,
and look
personal.
and look, it's men are told to pursue their career first before they have a family because
So they can take care of them.
You need stability.
Right.
Literally.
For some reason, now that being anything that has to do with being feminine, showing feminine traits, characteristic, that's negative, even if you were made to show. Anyways, though,
Now you spend facts, get it
no,
out.
for real though, like if a dude is, they trying to imitate men,
Right.
and have all the same characteristics that they see in a man that they admire, instead of being like
Instead of being by his side.
No,
and
instead of they want to be like the men that they admire, instead of being the female that man would want to be with.
And to clear it up,
Right.
I think what you're trying to say is you want to be beside the man, you're not his backbone. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, she want to be
you
above
want-
the man
you want-
and not
yes,
his
yes, you-
backbone.
Competitive.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
a competitiveness, bro.
Okay.
It's
She tryna
competitive.
wear
She
the
trying to
man.
compete instead of just
I
being
get
by his
I get a
side.
bigger bag than you. I get a bigger.
So
I
I should run things.
It's a power dynamic now in modern relationships, because for some reason, like I said, like even the term, what's the term for it? Gender roles. Like there's nothing. What is a role? First off, people just saying gender roles and they get mad at gender roles. But what is a role? It's something that is supposed to help the whole. Like if
It's common sense.
It's
in
two
a
parts.
relationship.
You got two parts to a whole, and this part has a role, and the other part has a role. But now this part wants to do the role of the second part.
You want to do both roles
Yeah,
at that point.
and it's
Can I piggyback?
it just go ahead.
I'm gonna put it to you like this, and I heard a very true statement. A man is supposed to supply you with a necessity.
Mhm.
A woman is supposed to multiply it.
Right.
He bring you a seed, you make a child. He bring you groceries, you make a meal. He bring you a house, you make it a home.
That's
Okay.
a fact.
Drop the bomb. Drop the bomb. Drop the motherfucking bomb.
Like, in these days, we try to bring the groceries and make the meal. And then in the same breath, turn around and do everything ourselves. And then it's like,
And then
you
say
end up
niggas
lonely.
ain't say
Yeah.
niggas ain't shit.
And it's like, y'all make songs,
You
do all
make
of
the
that.
choice to do all how y'all said earlier. You chose a career over a relationship. Like, and I just feel like ever since that shit started happening, like family dynamics have been going down.
Plummeting.
Downhill.
And that also goes off of toxic male masculinity.
Yeah, it's
Because-
toxic.
What is
traits
toxic
on,
male
It's toxic traits
masculinity?
on both
Because
sides.
Nowadays,
Not a
women
fan.
don't want to be women, right? So y'all feel like y'all can have multiple women to play these different roles.
Okay.
You got one woman that she bend over backwards and do everything in the bedroom, but she ain't right as a wifey material. Then you got the other one that's wifey material, but she ain't really just what you're looking for in a person ultimately. But she's a good girl. She's the girl that you're supposed to want to be with. You know what I'm saying? You got people that you have fun with. You got people that you feel for business. You got people that you take care of at home. Y'all be sitting here like having women in
Are
different
you
roles.
against that?
Yeah. I feel like a man needs one partner, and he needs to
Monogamy.
search for that one partner. He doesn't need to go looking for women to kind of Band-Aid over what he was really looking for. You can find that in one person if you really sat down and put the time in to find that person. But ultimately, because women so messed up, and men like, I ain't being patient with this. I ain't waiting on this. If they all want to be in this toxic cycle, I just have 6 of y'all. Y'all all get it together. Somebody gonna get it together one of
The
these
thing
days.
is, though, it's like this. We all have a choice. If you want to stay in a relationship with a male that wants multiple females, says something about the female, not the male.
Yeah.
If the male wants multiple females, he shouldn't be in a relationship with that one female. So my thing is, it goes both ways. It's not about toxic masculinity. It's about a toxic relationship in whole.
Okay,
Accountability-
and when
accountability
you're saying
too.
toxic masculinity, you mean like the male who is in control of the whole relationship, like he has, or are you talking about
It's
a male
different
who's
character traits to it.
splitting rent with his female? Like, what?
Nah.
Can
And
you
I don't
explain
feel
that?
like that's necessarily wrong for y'all to do the 50-50. Let's just be honest with that. That right there is
It's the best way to do it.
that. And also, times have changed. These are not back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to catch up women-wise with money and everything. Men was getting paid more back in the day because they were the person taking care of the house. So that's why they got paid more. Okay? Y'all want to go ahead and put on the pants. Well, now you need to take care of half these bills since you get paid just as much as me or more than me.
That's a fact.
That's just that. But toxic masculinity, in my opinion, like, it's been pushed lately, that big polygamy role where y'all have multiple wives, y'all supposed to have multiple girlfriends, and a girl is supposed to deal with it, whether she know about it or not. Whole time she might be thinking she the only one with you, and find out it's 6 other Sarahs, Karens, and Kylies and Lindas that's been here long before her.
Okay, so it's a misunderstanding. So if you would have said, "Hey, I'm into this polygamy,"
Yeah, then give her that choice
Okay.
off rip. Like, give her a choice. Like, hey, you ain't gonna be the only girl I take care of. You want somebody to take care of you. You want somebody that got $100K in the savings and want to buy you bags and cars and take you out. Well, guess what?
This
You're
what
not
come-
gonna be the only
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
Right.
These are my resources. I could spread them to
However
whoever.
I want.
However,
I was gonna ask that question.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the top 10% of men that of earning should be able to do that?
I feel like they should be able to do whatever they want, but with that nature, women too. You know what I'm saying? You can get to pick and choose if you want multiple partners. Just be upfront about it. But
That's
a
a
woman
hoe.
still has a woman still has a right to say, I don't want to be with that man that's in the top 10% that does that. I have a right to say, if he in the top 10%, oh, I don't want to be with you because you want to have me and 15 other girlfriends.
Mm.
It
I
don't make
agree.
me comfortable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I should feel safe with my partner, not in competition.
Right.
Like,
But,
that's the point of being in a partnership.
Stacy didn't.
ultimately,
Hold on, we
that
gonna
it,
get
it
back
is
to
a competition, though. It is a
You
competition.
gotta stay on your toes.
My thing is, if
because
you're not,
you ain't gonna put in max effort if you feel like
you're comfortable.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you're too comfortable, my thing.
Not
Oh,
is,
he's not gonna leave
put,
me.
put this like this in
Nah.
perspective.
I got
right?
$1 million
So
in my.
if I'm the millionaire,
on.
right? If I'm the millionaire, I'm bringing you to me. I'm bringing everything that I have. If we get married, you get half of it. Then on top of
Unless
that,
I sign a prenup.
well,
Yeah.
if you sign a prenup, 9 times what
Sounding off.
black people,
We-
let's be honest,
Yeah,
9
we
times
don't
out of
do
10,
that.
we trust our spouse.
Yep.
Trust our spouse. You dig what I'm saying? So we
how,
don't need.
how many black spouses do you know? That's just a
I
question.
don't know many, bro.
I
I'm
know
sorry.
a few.
I came
But-
from a household. My parents have been together for the past 27 years.
You
So-
the 1 out of the 10. You're
Look,
lucky.
you're the lucky
Right.
few.
Still.
You're the lucky
Congratulations.
few. That's not normal in the black community.
Yeah.
At all.
It's not.
My
So
parents been together since they were 17 and 8 or 17 and 20. And
would
they
you-
been-
Old school.
would you
love,
say
bro.
is honesty?
I wouldn't call it that. They had their toxic moments.
Would you say is honesty getting lacked in the relationship beforehand or
Yes.
after?
Yes.
Like or during? My bad.
During, after, before, all
Before?
of that. Like, I feel like the honesty label gets taken off the table when people really like a person. They let their emotions kind of cloud that judgment.
Right.
My mom and my daddy always taught me this. No matter what's going on, we're going to be honest with each other. We're going to tell each other exactly what it is.
Right.
Whether you like it or not, whether you have a fit with it, I really don't care, because before you hear it for somebody on the streets, you need to hear it from me.
Right.
And that's how my mom has always approached my dad about anything he's ever done, and vice versa. My dad realized a point in my mom's life where she got comfortable. Like y'all said, it is a competition, but it isn't. Because once you chose me, that competition is over. You're supposed to keep me on my toes.
And then look, like females.
Because
I
guess
keep
what?
saying females,
'Cause
but
guess
I'm,
what?
I'm just speaking
If
generally.
I'm lacking, then go get that other girl
Yeah,
and get rid of
sh-
me.
yeah.
But you
So
don't
that's what
want
I'm saying.
that.
Look,
That's
so
what I'm
you
saying.
don't
It
want
don't
that.
matter
So
what
don't
I
get-
want,
so
though.
don't get comfortable.
See, but that's the lack of honesty. It don't matter what I want. That's what I need to hear. Hey, you getting comfortable. You getting big. You getting out
Okay,
of
yeah,
shape.
okay,
you
yeah.
getting this.
There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying?
So
You
reshape
keep
the
going.
relationship.
So,
keep going, I'm finna
is that toxic masculinity? Because some
No.
females, oh, you're
fat
you're
shaming.
body shaming me. You're toxic.
And that's because
Shorty,
they
I
can't
did
handle
not
the truth.
I did not marry you 300 pounds. You a different person.
Exactly. You done swallowed the person I
You
married.
is, yeah,
Like, you
you-
swallowed the person I married. Quit
on
playing
now.
with me.
Right.
I say that's just them.
Accountability.
Yes.
Come
People are
on.
not self-accountable. People are not self-aware. They need to understand that, guess what? When he does something that you don't like, you bring it up to his attention. And a lot of men take the hit quick. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're being lazy. You doing this. You're not taking me out like you used to. You're not appreciating me like you used to. And
Yep.
y'all take that in and y'all don't make it real, like,
Personal.
yes.
Yeah,
Make it
Whereas
is
a
what it
woman,
is.
you come to her and be like, baby, you done gained a good 45
Oh,
pounds.
It's a reason for that though. It's a big reason for that. You know, men are like you said. We are bred to take the hit. What are we supposed to do? We supposed to be y'all originally nurturer is the female and male is the breadwinner.
And
So
protector.
so if you're coming at me and saying, "Hey, babe, I don't like the way you've been handling me. You really ain't been on your stuff lately. The love making, I've really been feeling like we just been having sex. You know, I really want to feel like I'm loved."
That first
Then
time.
the man is gonna come automatically to himself before he goes to anybody else to talk about the situation. He's gonna come hard on himself because now my woman is distressing, right? She's stressing out on our relationship because, hey, look, maybe I'm not, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do in this relationship. But vice versa, when it comes to the woman, ideally, now it's some majority of the time. I'm not saying all women are like this, but majority of the time they throw it back on the man. Like, well, you're the reason why I'm like this.
What, deflecting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
deflecting. And it's like
Exactly.
instead of, like you said, taking accountability. Hey, look, maybe I am doing this wrong, or maybe I'm not being, more feminine. I'm being more masculine than usual. You know what I'm saying? It's a big deal.
And the universe has a way of balancing itself. Like here's where the dynamic is going all the way haywire. Because if you have a female and a male, and the female is being masculine, the universe has a way of balancing itself. So now the male has to be more feminine,
exactly.
to balance out the relationship,
Exactly.
balance out the
But I feel
dynamic.
like
It
that's,
shouldn't be like that.
I just feel like that's the social push nowadays.
Yeah,
all
it
the
wants
way
them.
around.
It wants men to be feminine. It wants feminine to be masculine. It's just
They're trying to make it where, like, men can do whatever women can do and women can do whatever men
Hell
can do,
no,
and that's
that's
not
not
how
how
it
it
And
works.
that's
look,
not, that's not how it works. That's not how it works
That's
at
not why
all.
we was made this way. We are puzzle pieces. One has one side, the other one has the other. We click together. It's
Right.
not, oh, this is interchangeable and I can fix it how I want to. It's not how it works.
okay. So I want to go off that I'm gonna go into a question. Then, what is feminine to you? Just
I mean,
not even just the word, but feminine. If it had a physical
Characteristics.
yes, what would it be?
I feel like a woman should be soft, like especially with her man, like all that hood gangster.
can you
wannabe-
clarify soft? Because they gonna be like,
What is that? Okay, and what I mean by that, because a lot of women get that confused with being weak or
Or
being
pushover.
soft-minded.
yes.
Yeah, no. When I say soft, I mean actually doing the woman thing in the situation. Like, I feel like women are quick to kind of jump to a man's role. You know what I'm saying? When they get mad, oh, I'm gonna put my hands on him. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. That's not your role. I'm sorry, shorty. That is not your role.
Play
It
your
is not your
position.
place. Exactly. It's not your place to call your man gang. It's not your place to call him
We not
nigga,
buddies. We not
homies.
pals.
At all. You call him baby. You call him hun. You get soft with him
Right.
because that's who you with.
For real.
but also, man, you got to be able to get her there. Don't think she gonna just be that off rip.
Yeah.
No.
Because
Don't
like
work that.
I just stated, the universe just balance
Balance
itself.
itself.
If you coming in being feminine, bro, she ain't got no choice but to have to
Wear the
you know,
pants.
yeah,
Word.
wear
Be
the
a man.
pants, masculine.
And it
be
also goes with
masculine.
the respect dynamic too, bro. Like if you're just coming around just doing a bare minimum as a male, don't expect a high valued female. Fam.
Or to
Don't
bow
expect
down
her,
and shit,
to
no.
bow down to you, bro. You have to be doing your job as a male. You cannot be weak minded. If you're not on your job, if you're not paying the bills, if you're sleeping over another female's house every Saturday, but coming home on during the week, bro, you're not on your shit. You're not on your stuff. You know, and
True.
9 times out of 10, the female is watching. She's watching you.
And she know.
She
They got
know.
that
Exactly.
intuition.
So my thing is, bro,
Yeah,
you're not
that's
getting.
the real.
You can't
So-
lie. You can't get past it, bro. You might as well just tell her the truth and just be honest in your relationship, or get out of that.
So,
You know?
so I got a question.
So,
Can you? So we already described.
Well, you
Feminine.
only said one. You
Yeah,
just
I
said
was gonna say.
soft.
Can
So
you
what
do-
what what are the other characteristics?
other characteristics to that is like, for me, a big thing that I wanted to always carry is like a warm spirit or like a motherly spirit. Reason
Nurturing.
yes,
Nurturing,
like
yeah.
I want to have that energy around me where you don't have a question of, oh, she's gonna make me uncomfortable. I feel like women nowadays, and I find this very infeminine, is to come off standoffish to other women, to come off standoffish to people they don't know. You don't know what anybody's intentions are. Whether you want to say whatever you are or how intuitional you are, that does not mean anything. It does not give you the right to be an asshole. There's no other way for me to put it, but that there's no other reason for you to be looking at people like at the
Mean
side of your
mugging and
face.
shit.
Yeah, like soften up. Who pissed in your cereal?
Why you got to be so hard?
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
just,
and niggas like it's being promoted. Oh, I need a gangster boss bitch, and my bitch need to be gangster doing
She got
drive-bys.
a trap
Yeah,
women.
My
Hey.
bitch got a trap. My bitch got
I
to sell
gotta
think-
put my
drugs.
pistol in her
Yeah,
purse.
yeah,
what
like
the-
come on.
I
what the
think
fuck?
Wu touched on that though. Like,
Oh yeah, he said, "Oh,
Then-
why if my female is playing basketball trying to fix my car, like
Nah.
bitch, you dyking?" Like,
nah,
yeah.
not that, not that,
That
not,
way.
not that point exactly.
Dang.
If we taking it all the way back on why some women are standoffish. The mother being the only parent in the house, and
Right.
the mother's
You got to play both roles.
and the kids seeing the
Talk
mother
about that.
be
Masculine and
niggas
hard.
ain't shit and masculine to
Yeah, I feel what you're
random
trying to
men.
say.
So yeah, I feel like that's where it starts.
I feel like that's most important in the family in the first place, bro. If you don't have that in your life, you don't have the good examples in your life, right? So if you're going into a relationship and basically what I'm trying to say is if you go straight into head first into a relationship without trying to know somebody, bro, the first thing you're gonna do is what?
assume and stuff.
I'm gonna assume who you are. I'm gonna adjust my personality off of who you are, and I'm gonna adjust my lifestyles off of what you are, not knowing this is completely unattractive to this person. This is completely a turn off to this person.
They liked
And
you for who you was.
Exactly.
But now you faking the funk.
They thought you was this,
Okay.
this perfect. Oh, I thought she was a soft woman. I thought she can nurture me. I thought she can love me. But why is she so hard? Every time she laughs, she gotta punch a nigga. Every time she get into it, we gotta box. Wow, she always putting her hands in my face.
She always loud at the
Yeah,
mouth.
she want to be argumentative. No man wants that, and no
all.
female wants a hard ass, extra super duper Brock Lesnar ass hard male because it's hard to deal with, bro.
Yeah, they
I
don't
don't
listen.
That's fear. If you're extra aggressive toward a female, bro, what she do?
But that
You
comes
gotta
from
be sometimes, I
that
ain't
comes
gonna
from the environments
you
that
gotta-
they come from. You got to understand, they wasn't growing up with their mama and daddy. They didn't have that positive figure. Instead of women like looking out and saying, hey, let me find a positive figure that I would kind of want to be like, or
Right.
kind of want to. Instead, they base it off of the household. So guess what? You grew up watching your mama get beat on. You think that's what real love is.
Right.
You grew up watching your mama get money. Like when she bring up problems with infidelity or bring up problems with his attitude, this, that, the third. Instead of her saying, oh no, that's toxic, and he come and run her bread and tell her, you be fine, I pay the bills here. They think that's love. Oh, he's supposed to run me bread
Yeah,
every
they
time he
encourage
mess
it.
up. Oh, he's supposed to do this. He's supposed to be on me. He's supposed to have that novella type love. He's supposed to have that crazy type love, kick down my door. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not where it's at.
Right.
And then y'all get in those situations, and then y'all want to call y'all homegirls, call y'all friends. How do I get out of this? I got myself in something whole time. That's what you was looking for, though. It's basing it off of your environment, your growing ups.
So, go ahead.
So, what are some toxic feminine traits then?
Toxic feminine traits. I think we touched a little bit on it, but like searching for something out of people every time, like looking for your best benefit out of everybody. I say as a woman, you're supposed to be a nurturer to not just men, but to everybody, to kids and everybody. So you're not supposed to look for something in return. If I do something for a kid, I'm not finna turn around and be like, what you finna do for me? You finna come clean up my yard? Like, nah, I did that for you. Like, kick on with your day. Go have a good one, you know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing with other people. But I feel like women nowadays are so out for what's in my benefit. What can I benefit off?
Right.
What can I get a good look off of? So people, remember when we was talking about genuinity versus doing it to hear it in return?
Right.
Women do it a lot of times to hear it in return.
So,
They don't do it.
So what do you mean by that? Hear it in return.
Okay, so like when you do something for a person, you shouldn't want to look for the applause. Or I tell people all the time, do it in the dark. Everything that you do will come to light anyways. So just do it in the dark. If you're going to do a good deed, do it because you want to do it. Not because you got a crowd, not because,
I like that.
you know, people are going to go back and say, oh, she's a good person.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time. To do it in the dark.
Yeah.
Say that one time.
You're going to do it in the dark so that way it come out to light.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. The bomb.
Yeah, because, like, if you doing it just to hear somebody not
Give you kudos.
yeah,
dog.
like, and it don't even have to be the people that's in the room. You want to hear it from people around them. You know what I'm saying? It come back to you full circle.
Well,
Oh, you hear
well, I think that comes from people getting their value from like what other people think about them. I can't see myself as valuable if nobody else sees me as valuable. So yeah,
that. Yeah.
Why do people give other people Christmas gifts?
because they believe in Christmas. Like, wow. First off,
Because they
what
believe
does
That was my question. That was my
what
I
does
got a point.
Christmas?
I got a
What does
point.
gifts
I got a
have to
point.
do
Yeah, that was
anything
my-
with
that was
Christ?
my-
Like,
Listen, I know it's left. But
Saturday.
why do people like
exactly
to
what
give?
it is.
Why do people like to give Christmas gifts?
capitalism.
That's the
Yeah.
holiday. I'm sorry.
Nah,
That's the
people like to give people Christmas
So they
gifts
feel
because
appreciated.
so I can feel your appreciation.
Yeah. Okay.
Same
that's
thing with a
true.
relationship. If I come give you a Birkin bag, see that smile on your face, ooh, I'm finna get some coochie.
Yeah,
like,
but that's
it's
you.
for
You don't
self-satisfaction.
you don't appreciate me. You appreciate what
What I
do
did for you.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
I got you.
I feel the
But
same
what
way
I'm
about
saying is vice versa. Like, if I'm doing something for you and I know I can do it, like just off the like with nothing, just with the ease, I can do it. And I'm looking at your face every time I give you a gift, every time I take you out, I get the satisfaction. Not you. I get more of the satisfaction because look what I just did. I go to the boys. Yeah, I just took her out to the roof, Chris. I just took her out to the Gucci. I got a couple of Gucci bags, and you want
That
your
ain't no
home.
real man.
It ain't though,
Yeah.
because you looking for your partners to be like, yeah, bro, you did that,
Not
and they
even
looking
that.
at you like, okay, what? So
Right.
Not even just that. A lot of times, y'all partners turn around and be like, "Oh, I know she gave you some, didn't she?
type
Oh, I
shit,
know.
Yeah.
Oh, I know she did some wild stuff now because you didn't did that." And
think
it's
you,
like,
you think you're gonna be super high fire? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no.
like turn around and she ain't gave you nothing.
If she don't
I
do
just
it off
did
the
it.
strength, she ain't. You ain't that nigga. I'm
Nah.
sorry.
That.
She ain't do it off the strength.
Like,
If she can't come to you and say, "Here, babe,"
and walk off.
and walk off, that ain't the one. My mama always used to tell me, you can tell a female from the type of food she make you, bro. If she come to you with the sandwich, just bread, cheese, and the meat, she ain't for you,
Mayonnaise
dog.
sandwiches.
You know what I'm saying? Ice sandwich and shit. Like, if she come with you with the food, full, got the pickles on the jar, got the lettuce, chips on the side, French fries. Oh yeah, that's you right there, boy.
And
She
the soda
love you.
pop. You know
Soda
what I'm
pop on,
saying?
yeah, with the ice with it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it cold, baby. That's the one you need to be looking for. A lot of dudes not looking for that
They want
full
the
platter.
They
want the quick meal.
Yeah, the physically
And
appealing.
you want to know
one.
why a lot of women do the quick meal? Because it requires you to cook with love, is what my mom always said. So when you cook with bullshit in your heart, or you cooking like halfway, oh, he could taste that. My mom used to always say that. My mom, when she was in a bad mood and she cooked, my daddy come in there, don't eat. He come in there quick. After
eat
he
that.
after he take a bite, it's dry.
I'm gonna go grab some drinks for everybody. Y'all want some
Yeah.
pepper and Sprites?
Yeah, let me get a Sprite.
Sprite.
Right.
So yeah, Sprite. So how do you feel about
Oh, okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and ask this question. Is a kid is a child before it reaches 9 months in the fetus?
good question.
Oh, you
Is
give
the-
your
is the-
opinion.
is
Give
the
your
baby
opinion.
alive?
I think
Is
you
the
asking the
baby-
wrong
is
question.
the baby still alive? If
Once
it's-
a
go ahead.
female knows she's pregnant, is it a baby
or is it just
or is it a fetus? Or in
In my opinion, I feel like it's a baby from beginning to end. From the second you know that you're pregnant, that's a life. You know what I'm saying? So it's a baby whether you like it or not. Now, are you asking in reference to like now these new abortion laws?
Yes.
Like how they switching around? Okay, I'm gonna put it to you.
I mean, I
They
just don't.
justify
I don't
killing
understand
a
how
baby.
there's multiple definitions to. Oh, it's not a baby. Oh, it is a baby. Like it's.
it's
all-
the manifestation
like
of a
how-
human.
Yes.
To
Yes.
be a hundred,
But-
I feel like as a male, my baby is alive when I inseminate the female.
Yeah, when the egg gets
If
fertilized.
my
I don't
seed,
know when it's gonna hit.
what I'm saying is,
But
if my
if
seed
the
is
second
swimming,
the second the egg gets fertilized, it becomes a human.
a human,
Okay,
yeah. So my
But
thing, well, from the second that it's ejaculated, that's a human being, bro. That to me,
It's
because
one part of the human.
yeah, it's
One-
coming
yeah.
from me, and it's gotta swim. It's living. It's gotta swim.
Yeah,
to
it's
something.
living.
It's
Yeah,
going,
that's a
like,
living
come on.
cell.
So my
yeah.
thing is, if it makes it to the egg or not, fam. If that woman ends up pregnant, that is a baby inside that woman.
Yes. Now I will say this though.
Go ahead.
There's things that happen that are not really what I
Right.
would con-
Grape.
yeah,
Grape.
I would say.
No,
Great.
look,
Great,
look.
yeah.
You
Great,
can't
great.
say that
If
on
you're-
YouTube,
if
bro.
you're
Come on.
Great.
having-
You saying great?
I'm gonna
Just
say
say
this.
unconsensual.
Yeah, I
big
was gonna
R- the
say
big
if you
R.
have if you have a baby that you did not want, and y'all checking, y'all didn't lay down with that person by choice,
Non-consensual.
yeah, and it's non-consensual. I feel like she should have a choice. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Or just a quick
But
one
it-
night too.
But
Yeah,
shouldn't the
No,
kid?
heck
Shouldn't the kid have
no,
a choice
I don't
too?
agree with that.
Like,
I'm
dang,
sorry.
Well,
I don't
you gotta
say
I
that.
want. I like being
alive.
alive. I like.
Hold
I
on,
like
hold
being-
on, Stacey.
Come
You
on,
got to
go
think
ahead.
about this,
Let me-
brother. If you say you don't agree with this, you got to
I
think
don't
about
agree
this.
with that.
All right, just
If you had a one night stand,
I won't.
hold on. I want her to. I want her to finish
but
explaining.
that's just-
Let-
Okay,
let-
go-
let
yeah,
her
okay,
finish
okay,
her-
go
finish
ahead,
her
go ahead.
thought.
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
touch a few points on this one. Okay, one, if it's unconsensual, I feel like she should have a choice.
Right.
Two, one night stands. Reason being is if y'all are super drunk, things happen, and some women get to the
That's
point.
let her
accountability,
finish. Let
though.
her finish. Let
Yes,
her
it is
finish.
accountability,
Let her
but
finish.
let me tell you the truth. Some women and some men, I've seen it where they're blackout drunk, but they're still awake. They still moving around and doing
Ain't
stuff.
that
So
right?
guess what?
Oh damn! I just
Great.
said it. Okay.
Just say
okay,
great.
Okay.
Great.
And that's why I say it kind of falls under unconsensual. Because guess what? You wake up the next day and don't remember who you had sex with. Who is the daddy? Who do I call and say, hey, you need to take care of this child?
So, can I touch on this real quick?
Why
though?
put yourself in that position? If that whole position could be avoided, in
It
my opinion.
could.
But
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
because you don't,
saying.
as a woman, right, as a single woman, right, going out with her single friends, you don't go 4 deep to a party full of hungry, horny males trying to get you drunk.
and they
And then
you
expect not to
taking-
have sex.
Expect
Look,
not to-
look,
yeah.
you
Sorry.
taking every cup passed to you. You ain't.
You want free drinks, right? You want to get in the club for free, right?
Bro, come on.
But you don't want to bust chops. We finna get you drunk. That's how not most niggas.
Yeah,
that's
but
how
that's-
some dudes think.
But
with
y'all
it.
gotta understand,
That's-
not all
that's
women.
not how we think.
Not
But
these
that's
guys.
not how all women come to the club.
Stay
Y'all gotta
woke.
understand. Some
Nope.
women come to the club. Oh, it's my friend's birthday. I don't even go out like this. You know what I'm saying? And 2-3 shots. Now,
So that means
I'm
you're not gonna get drunk
So
though.
hold on.
But listen.
You expect a male to think
Listen.
that too. We supposed to know that off the top that you coming for your
wanna
homegirl
explain?
birthday?
But guess what? Why do I have to tell you that? Y'all come in with this misconception that I'm trying to get some.
The
I'm trying to
club
bust
is where
some
you
down.
meet.
That's where
to-
you meet singles.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No,
So do you
yes
go
and
to the
no.
club trying to be attractive, or do you go down there
Just to
bust
have
down,
fun?
Bust
I was
down.
gonna say I go to have fun a lot of times.
Do you
I
look-
don't-
So
do
why you don't go to a
do
gay
you
club?
look- do
'Cause
you
they
look
have
bust
fun.
One at a
down?
time. One at a time.
Let me
One at a
tell
time.
you
And
something.
then nobody.
I done been to a lot of different environments. I don't knock no environment. I've been to strip clubs. I've been to regular clubs. I've been to drag parties.
Okay.
I've been to a lot of places. So I don't knock nothing. But what I'm saying is that same woman that went out with her friends that normally go out, the one out the group that's drunk as hell off of two, 3 shots, she not that same friend that's going 15 shots in and is wide awake. They gonna hand her 2 shots and be like, "What you doing? Why you babysitting your cup?"
That
Take
means
another shot.
you got the wrong set
So
of
then
friends.
you take another one, and not knowing how messed up you gonna get, not knowing your limit, because you don't go in these environments, you end up in some shit.
Where are the
Okay,
friends?
okay, but
where are your friends in this situation?
look.
You're sitting
Tell you
at the
something.
bar
Look,
and you're
look,
drunk as hell. Where are your friends
look,
that you
hold
came
on,
with?
A lot
hold
of
on,
times,
hold on.
having fun in the whole other side of the party.
Gotta
Okay,
choose
so
better
look,
friends.
Okay.
Hold on.
regardless of the circumstances, at the like if like how you say if it's unconsensual or if it's like something crazy happened and now you're pregnant and you don't want a kid, does that change the fact that does that still mean it's not a kid or is it still a kid?
It's still. I feel like you're still ending a child's life. Now,
That's
I do say this. Hold on, and this is one thing that I make people real self accountable on. A lot of people bring kids into this world, right?
Mhm.
Because they don't want to get rid of it because they feel bad for the whole image and ideal of, oh, I got rid of a child. You know, people gonna look at me crazy. But then in the same breath, y'all bring these kids into this world and y'all end up hating them. Y'all end up treating them crazy.
Beating them,
Y'all end up beating them,
crazy,
or not even that.
You ain't got
You-
enough for 'em.
neglecting.
Exactly. You
So
don't
that
have
mean
enough.
kill 'em?
But guess what? At the end of the day, if I'm gonna bring you into this world for CPS to come and take you away from me, anyways, for a family to go and abuse you, I don't think I should do that to no child.
Still a
So
form
let me
of
ask you a
life.
question.
So
It's just a
if
form
you
of
know
life.
that, then
I
why you
understand
even
that.
having unprotected sex?
Condoms,
And that's
condoms
how I
are
get on-
existent. You know
and
that,
that's how I
right?
get on people. That's what I do get on people
I even
about.
got birth
Condoms
control.
work.
Birth control.
They got unbreakable condoms now.
spermicides, there's a lot of stuff.
Men, stay woke, bro.
And
If
now-
a female comes to you and says she doesn't have a condom, you should have that condom, bro.
Just leave.
Facts.
Just
or
leave,
just
yeah.
leave,
But I say
bro.
the night is over, fam. If y'all are expecting to have sex and you do not have protection, both sides, leave. End the night. Or go get some.
If
And
it's a
also-
female you don't know,
And
And if
us,
it's a female, especially if it's a female you don't know,
because that's how
You
you
just
end up with
met her.
something.
bro, you might
And-
catch something. You might
Look.
get something you can't get back. You might get a baby. You might get killed. You might get hurt.
let me lay some game down too.
go ahead.
You could tell a lot about a woman off just this. If she don't ask you where your condom is,
Oh yeah,
leave, bro.
Leave.
I'm
Run.
sorry.
Leave.
Cause
Run.
women, I didn't ran into a couple. You got a condom?
She gonna have
And
one
they-
right there on the.
They,
yeah.
bro, they got their head on
Right.
And I didn't got. I know ones that ready to.
She said
you know
what?
I'm saying,
A what? You said a condom. What's damn?
You know what
what's
I'm saying? She would just rip my clothes off. You know what I'm saying? So that tells a lot about a woman, bro.
But that
Real
same
talk.
girl that ripped your clothes off, you knew as a woman she was
Freaky.
she was
Yeah.
out bopping because guess what?
That's probably why you got with her, because you knew she was freaky.
No,
She
no
was
get
gone.
with her. I'm just saying.
But-
I still hit for sure.
Exactly. She was freaky.
I still hit. I was young.
But
I blame it.
it
He
is.
said, I blame it on the youth.
I said that's how you figure out stuff. We have to make mistakes. I feel like there's a big like idea that you don't make mistakes if you know. No, you have to make mistakes to know.
Gotta
You know what I'm
stumble,
saying? So
know
you
how
gotta
to
go
run.
through these
Speak-
I'm
experiences.
not gonna lie.
Hey, speaking of pregnancy, you want to go into your experience with that?
I
You
don't.
Get hurt?
I don't.
No.
But I will
No.
say, just touching back on,
What we was talking about.
but about the
Talking about
The life.
abortions.
about you saying, it is certain things that happen. I watched this woman called Pearl, and she does a lot of stats. And I learned, and I did my own stats. I learned that grape is under 1%.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
I'm not justifying grape.
I
I'm
understand that.
just saying
The
can't-
rest of the percentage.
you can't throw
That's
that.
it goes from
all of
not
it.
being self accountable to it's things from not being self accountable to not being ready. I say this a lot of times women will try to get pregnant to keep the dude, and then when the dude leave, they like, what am I supposed to do? I don't want this kid. And that's why I say, like, in those situations, I don't feel like it's a safe environment for a baby to come into, nor is it a good environment for that baby to come into. I feel like whether you're doing it by yourself or doing it with your partner or doing it with somebody else, that baby needs to be brought in under love, under nurturing, under care. You know what I'm saying? Not under the aspect of, I have to do this.
Right.
Everybody's going to look at me funny
Okay.
if I
So
don't.
with abortion though, let's go back on abortion though. So with all that being said, do you feel like it is a safer choice for a woman that got raped to get an abortion or to go with adoption?
Okay, so, and this is my personal experience. My family, someone very, very close to me, I told you who.
Right.
She's adopted. And they've tried to kill her multiple times because at the time of adoption, she was 4. And they told her, like, you're going to remember that I'm not your parent.
Wait, your parent? Wait, who tried to kill? We
The foster parent.
Family friend.
Foster,
Okay.
the
All right.
foster parents, the people that she went through her adoptions with,
Okay.
that person was put into different environments with different families, and majority of the families that are in these foster homes or caretakers, they're literally there for the money. So a lot of them are not there for the love of a child.
Is it like a tax write-off or something?
You get paid a lot of money to have a child in your home that does not belong
But
to
each
you.
kid,
Like, it's on ZipRecruiter.
You get paid to have homeless people in your house. You get you get like a some type. I forgot.
It's
the
on
name.
ZipRecruiter. You get $3,200 a month plus benefits to have to be a foster caretaker.
Did
People do that.
did y'all ever see that one series on Netflix? It was an old lady, like the evil neighbors next door.
Oh yeah,
It was an old lady who was taking in homeless and elderly people. She was burying them and killing them and taking their money,
I ain't
getting
seen
their
that.
Social Security checks.
But yeah,
yeah, that's
a lot of people
they
do
just
that.
in for the money. Yeah,
They be in there for the babies that come in and
it's
the
a lot
money.
of crazy.
so
motherfuckers
why
on
not
this
be
world.
why not? So with that, like I said, with that being said, why not go ahead and be like, okay, well, I know I don't want this baby. This is not technically, it's my baby, but this is not something that I wanted to do.
God
in
didn't
my life.
ask you, bro. I'm sorry.
So look,
God
look.
didn't ask
So
you if you wanted it.
why
though.
don't at the end of this pregnancy, right?
Mhm.
Since not you, but most females, so some females are afraid of adoptions. Now, why don't they find a family member that wants a child that can't have a child? Why can't they find a friend?
That all kind of works around. It depends on the family dynamic.
Why didn't they
I ain't
find
know
a
that.
suitable
That's rare.
man
I
who
never
who
heard
they're
that one.
comfortable having a
Big
kid
question
with?
right there.
Like,
Big
why
question.
you having sex with
Why do we have
bums
to-
and now, I can't take the kid and I'm gonna put him up
I'm
for
all
adoption
alone.
or having a boy.
But a lot of women have this misconception, and it's a big one, especially I feel like it's a big one in the African American community.
Facts.
Having a baby will make him stay.
No.
No.
And it
Oh.
will not. Baby, you will be doing this
If
by
that-
yourself.
If it's crazy because it's like now if you have a child with a female, it's like she'll feel more power over you. Like she gonna start doing even
Yeah.
more.
Like a
Like
leash.
if
Oh.
she wasn't like if she
They
was
like to play government
if she was
games.
treating
then.
if she
Oh,
was
God,
treating
take
you
all that.
good, like if she was cooking for you, doing all that other stuff, she gonna be like, oh, I got a baby now, so she gonna try to bully you. Hey, nigga, come out here and do all this other shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh no,
They start lacking in the department of being a woman.
yeah,
Right.
Come
That.
on, yeah,
Yeah, and that's what we looking for as a man that
Like-
want a wife.
I want a suitable. I want a
you to be
suitable.
able to-
I want a suitable caregiver for my kids and a suitable wife
Yeah,
for me.
we
that
got-
can do
you-
both at the same
Exactly.
time. 'Cause
Now-
now I'm
now-
handling
stop.
all the bills.
Now
I'm
it's-
handling
it's-
everything.
and regarding children, like when they growing up, like when it should be to where like the parents, the people who are raising the kids should be on one accord, because if you have two conflicting mind states going into this young woman's mind, she gonna be in battle with herself. She's fighting two different ideals. Like she ain't gonna know which
But-
one to go to.
That's when you have people that come in, like kids that come in, and you ever see a child play their parents. Oh, my mama gonna tell me no, so I'm gonna ask my daddy, and they gonna get into it. You
yeah.
see that all the time.
Yep.
I used to do it growing up. I knew my parents on certain things. They wasn't on the same accord. My mama was the social butterfly, so she was cool with me going out and having friends. I got asked to go to Florida for a trip. I had a really big audition. I had some things going on, and I made it. So I was like, I bet. My friend's mom was like, I'm going to take you down to Florida where we're from, and we're going to go to Disneyland, Disney World, one of them places. So I'm like, okay. I asked my mama. Reason being, if I asked my daddy, my daddy would have looked at me and said, girl, if you don't get your ass up in it, get your butt up in this house, do some math or something. You can look at pictures of Disneyland on the TV. We ain't going nowhere. You better ride your bike in that circle in the front yard. You better stop playing.
Now you got two conflicting ideas. Like,
What?
my
They got
mom says that it's okay to go out, but my dad is saying that
They got
going
into the
out
biggest
Do you
argument.
blame him? Because he, as a man, like
No,
that,
I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't. I didn't understand at that age.
Right.
Now that I'm older, like I said, I still have both my parents in the same household. So now that I'm older, I have different conversations with my dad than I do with my mom.
Right.
True.
As you should.
And
True.
yes, but it gives me that whole the whole 360 to how a man thinks about these things. Like my dad used to tell me no to going out to a lot of places. I didn't go out to my first party until I was 17. And I barely got out to go to that because my mama let me go.
Right.
So spitting game on it though, my dad came back around because I told him what had happened at the party, which you know
Right.
about. And my dad was like, that's why I don't want you going nowhere. People get shot. People die. Girls get picked up. You get kidnapped. You can get raped.
Great.
Raped. You can get a lot of things that happen to you. You get drunk for the first time and somebody slips something in your drink. He said there's a lot of things that I felt like you was too young and you needed to stay in a kid's place, and I did not need to put that in your mind.
Right.
So that's what you were looking for.
That's
You know
a
what I'm saying?
problem too, because females be trying to grow up so fast
Fast,
now. They
Hey,
in middle school
bro,
trying to. Girl,
you-
I got 20 followers. They love when I shake my ass. And
The
post
youth in
it.
general,
Because
Come on,
they
bro.
be
male
trying to,
and female,
they
they
be
try to
trying to
grow
be
up
the
fast.
adult quicker because
Like,
they
come
parents
on,
not
bro.
being the adult. A lot of times that means they grew up in that single parent household where they mama grew up kind of fast. So they looking at it like, well, mama grew up fast because she had to do it by herself, not looking at it as that's not the role of a woman. You're supposed to take your time, figure these things out. You rushing through your lessons.
Or else you're going
So
to be
you
like your
missing
mama.
blessings.
You're going to end up like your parent.
You rush
know
through
what
your
I'm saying?
lessons, trying to hurry up and grow up, and you miss the blessing.
Yeah.
You just trying to hurry up and get to the meat and potatoes of it.
Hold up.
So,
Dang.
real
Big
facts.
facts.
So,
Like,
are you the is she the only one that had both her parents?
No,
Like, in
I
the
got
same
both my
house?
parents.
Like in the same growing
Mhm.
up too.
Mm-hmm.
So is that like fulfilling? Like,
What is
a
that
great
like?
Feeling?
Yeah, what is that like, having both of your parents in the house?
I mean, like I said, if they not on the same mind state, it's gonna be it's just gonna transfer throughout the family dynamics. It's gonna be
I mean-
You
Yeah.
got two dysfunctional parents, you're gonna have a dysfunctional family.
Right.
Yeah.
Are they always gonna be on the same? Cause like
They-
men and women. So are they always gonna have to be on
No,
the same
but
mindset?
they have to have a
They'll have to.
ball game.
They had to have a
in the same ballpark.
mutual understanding. Like a relationship can only work how it was created to work. You
And
had
conversation
you had
and
the
shit.
masculine parts, and you had the feminine parts.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them had to be working in harmony to, maintain balance in the relationship.
So were yours?
No.
Well,
no
no.
balance.
I'll say this at the beginning. Yes, my mom went through a slippery slope where she started not being who she was supposed to be, and she
Okay.
knew it. You know what I'm saying? She let herself go in certain areas as a woman. So then it came back to the table where my dad was like, "Hey, gotta be honest with you. You're letting yourself go. You're not caring about how you look. So you over here addressing me, asking me why I don't want to take you out, why I don't want to do things with you. Why should I want to take pride in you and you don't want to take pride in you?"
Right. That's a fact.
So, I grew up where I witnessed the dysfunctionality, but then in the same breath, I was explained through it. So they had their problems for sure, but then in the same breath, there was things that were explained to me that I got a clear eyes view before I walked into that ball game, and I could be a child in a child's place, but understand the adulthood of it.
Remember I said that's that old school love.
Mhm.
Like they had their ups and downs.
Mhm.
What I meant by that was through all that they stuck through it. That's real love.
That's called learning and experience.
Yeah.
And love.
That's
though,
love.
'cause, like we all gonna we cannot agree on a lot, and if we fall out, it wasn't no real bond with like you know what I'm
Right.
saying.
If you could just walk away because we had a falling out, that's the
You know what I'm
thing.
saying? That mean you wouldn't think twice about me, like
But
you don't care.
That's what's
Exactly. what I meant
popularized.
by that.
That's what the big movement is. If
You
he ain't
don't
doing
give a fuck about it.
Not even
Not
that.
that.
Not
Just
even
I
just
can
that.
start over if I want to.
exactly.
I can.
That's
I can
stupid.
it's
all the time. But men do it just as much as women do it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Most
she don't cook how I like her to. She
We
don't
do it
dress
'cause we
how I
supposed
like her.
to.
Get rid
I'll
of
say
we do it because we're
that
supposed to. Females do it because
they see the men that they like can do. Those top 5%, the most attractive men to them are the ones who can
But
do that.
Guess
They
what?
can
Y'all
flex
also
and
gotta
have
y'all
outfits.
also gotta understand. We still look at y'all as examples. Like
And-
even
and-
though.
and-
But you
and
shouldn't be.
That's what
That's
I'm
the
saying.
thing.
Wait a minute. But y'all still gotta understand. Yes, we're supposed to look at women as our our role,
Mhm.
but we're looking at y'all for examples of
We
who
are
we
the
want
leaders,
to be
man.
with.
Success.
Well, yeah,
So
well, I
I gotta know
understand
who
that
I'm
much.
following. So guess what? If he leave every time things get tough, ain't that what a woman's supposed to do? Because I guess I'm not supposed to be here because he gonna get rid of me anyways.
Well, I can understand
Whereas
how you think about
if
that.
you're leading with the
Wait, hold
aspect
on.
of
Break that down one more time, cause that I ain't gonna lie, that went over my head a little bit. So break that down.
So I'm gonna put it to you like this: women are supposed to follow y'all. Y'all supposed to wear the pants. We supposed to let y'all lead. But if y'all give off the misconception that hey, every time things get hard or this, that, the third, we don't like something, we dip. We get in the aspect of maybe we should leave because they gonna dip anyways.
Okay.
Whereas if he led with things get hard, we supposed to figure this out. Put our heads together and not stick them apart. We supposed to be one. Stop trying to find your way out the door. Stop trying to find an exit on this freeway. There's not one. We in it together.
Yo, you in the car now, baby.
Exactly.
Till the wheels fall off.
What they say, welcome to death row.
You hear me? Yeah, I said it ends here, baby.
Like, welcome to death row. We not leaving nowhere. And
That's a good
nowadays it's
point.
just like old love. Our grandparents, they lived off of that. Ain't no going nowhere. I'm with your granny. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? The newer ages, once it came down some, we don't have big mamas no more.
Because it's a lot of people in our generation are
we made it. The people before us made it scary to get married.
Yes.
It's a lot of divorces. It's a lot of men.
Isn't it like 47% of marriages end in divorce?
But
Well, not even. Well,
Around
let's
it-
just be
do,
honest.
Do you
Let's-
need a divorce?
let-
Do you
70
need a marriage to find love? Does love only exist
Well,
in marriage?
well,
Or-
no,
That's
but
that-
the
that's
thing
that
is,
unity, though.
that's the
Yeah.
thing is, that's what are you aiming for if you're in a relationship? What do you really want to be with me for? If we're not in this for the
You
long
could
run.
call it
She
married
said
and
it
not
in the
get married.
beginning.
Yeah,
She
for
said
sure.
most people are trying to find love in relationships when, my personal opinion, I feel like people are searching for love in the wrong places.
Right. So it's like
You're
this,
searching
bro.
for an outside source.
Yeah.
You gonna get disappointed every single time if you searching for that. Like how you said, they need to heal. Both parties need to heal. You need to search for love in yourself, and then it's gonna be easier for you to be in a relationship
But
after that.
the biggest thing, though, the biggest statement that I've ever heard, bro, is you are the company you keep. If you hanging around, if you're looking at a bunch of, ratchet ass homegirls and a whole bunch of ghetto ass, homeboys for experience, you know what I'm saying? Then that's what you're gonna look at for a male. I'm gonna look at a hustler. He's on the corner hugging all day.
Role
He's trying to get
models
his
and stuff.
money. He's trying to get his money. But in reality, that's not the safer way to go. That's the way to go for a quick come up. That's the way to go for a quick cry in a what they say, you gonna cry in the Benz, you want to cry in the Maybach.
But what they
You know what
gotta,
I'm saying?
what they got to do
Like,
with relationships? Though?
So if I'm going with a thugged out drug dealer, then what's his future with me? He doesn't have one. That nigga's going to jail if he keeps on in the same route.
Jail
I'm
or
gonna be
death.
I'm gonna be a single mother because I got pregnant by this guy that wants to sell drugs and gangbang. So now he's gonna. It's one or two ways in that life, like you said, jail or death. And 9 times out of 10, niggas is shooting. 9 times out of 10, police is shooting.
And honestly, all that starts in the household.
Exactly. So if you're looking for a male that's, put it like this.
It's popularized though.
It-
Oh my
it-
God, get you a
well,
dude that's gonna buy
I mean,
you.
'cause
take
it's
you.
because all the
my
good
man
guys-
like, my man like Pooh
Scam.
Shiesty.
All the
My
good
man like
examples-
NBA Web.
So women can be bought.
A lot of them can.
Yeah, nowadays.
A lot, and I don't consider them women. Let's just let's stop calling
Them is-
everything
them
that
is
got that has a
objects.
vagina a woman because
Yeah.
it's not a woman.
And the same
It's
thing for
not.
males, man. Every man,
Every
every male is not a man, right? And every woman is not. I mean, every female is not a woman. So you got men that work for a living. You got men that even if you, and like I said, I don't discriminate, bro. I used to sell dope. I used to sell drugs like a motherfucker because I was homeless and I didn't have nowhere to go. I needed something to eat. I had to do something. Couldn't get no job, so I sold something to make me some money, right? So I don't judge on that portion. What I do judge is, what are you hustling for? Are you trying to get better? Are you trying to make some improvements in your lifestyle? I need some extra money so I can get me an ID, so I can get these, warrants off of me. Am I trying to hustle for so I can get me a house, so I can get somewhere to stay, lay my head?
Take care of the youth.
Or if I'm
care of
just
people.
trying to get some Jordans. What am I doing? Because if my son is growing up looking at me as this kingpin or as this drug dealer, what do you think the example for him is? Oh, I got to be tough. My daddy caught a body. My
Yeah,
daddy in jail.
that's what it is.
That's the only way I'm going. Or my mama, she had multiple men. Why can't I have multiple
Not
men?
even just that.
My
I
mama-
grew up and watched my daddy be a drug dealer, and what do I want? A drug dealer.
A drug dealer.
Oh my gosh, my daddy was a drug dealer.
Well, that's the
Look how
example.
old-
That-
Because
that's-
my
Think
dad
about
was
it.
able to take care of me, and I want a man who's gonna be able to
Take care of me. And that's what took care of me is a drug dealer.
Yeah.
So my thing is, you got the wrong mind state already walking into a relationship that's only destined for failure. You can't. That's a sinking ship, brother. So if you going into a relationship, this is the right way to do it. Is, oh dang, I see that female. Let me go talk to her. Or I see that male. Let me go pick his mind real quick. Let me see where he's at mentally. 9 times out of 10, you're a male or a female that's searching for love in your jurisdiction, right? And what I mean by that is, you at work, my neighborhood or my city that I'm in,
Hangout spot.
my immediate, my immediate hangout spots, right? So if I'm going out to these clubs, right, and I'm going to, just for example, I'm going in the middle of the Oak Cliff thinking I'm finna find Mr. Right. Well, you might find him, but 9 times out of 10, you're not going to find him.
I mean,
You gon-
like
you gon'
how you
find-
said, if
You gon'
it
find Mr.
depend on
Wrong.
the male who she considers as someone suitable who
As
can
a
take
suitable,
care of
yeah.
her. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also say this, you can tell off of first impression as well as appearance. You can be in that environment and you can find a well-suitable man in that environment. yes, it's rare and far in between
So-
to come by.
But
Hold on,
Video,
what you saying
gotta
that though?
look. But-
When you say that though, can I just go off of looks in first impressions with a female?
Yeah, if you come over and talk to a female,
Oh,
you can
hold
pick
on,
that
hold
brain.
on,
You
hold
can
on,
pick her
hold
brain
on.
to see
Wait,
where her
some
head
pe-
is.
okay,
some
hold
women
on.
can.
So
I
time-
vouch.
Some
So
women you
time-
can come up and pick
Okay,
their brain
so
and know
look.
off rip like, nah, she not in here because she want to talk.
Okay, but
some.
that's not just her body. You inspecting her mental state as
Yes,
well.
but when I say body, I'm not talking about she got a fat ass.
Her persona.
I'm talking about what she wearing in the club. Is she half dressed or she got on a cute little fit, but it's fully covering? You know what I'm saying? Maybe she got on something tight, but she got on a dress that go down to past her knees or something. You know what I'm saying? One of them maxi dresses that's real tight. She at the club. She's still trying to be fine. She's still trying to be presentable and cute. She not out the group, but she not dressed like her friend in a full fishnet suit.
See-through.
With a thong and
I like
panties.
those.
You know what I'm saying?
with the stars on her nipples.
You know what I'm saying? Like she finna go on to the stage
Right.
next or nothing. No,
Right.
she's still in there, still kind of carrying herself.
Right.
I done went out to plenty of places and get told all the time, you seem sophisticated. And I'm like, I'm half dressed. In my opinion, I'm looking at it like I'm half dressed. Whole time I look around, I'm like, oh no, never mind.
Nah, you
Right.
fully dressed
Oh,
compared to.
Right.
Compared to
You
the
covered up.
environment. Yeah,
And the
compared
thi-
to the
the
environment. And it
thing
goes
is-
with the same with dudes. I
So-
walk up to a dude and he pulled himself together. He not, tatted in his face and on his neck. He ain't worried about having goals in his mouth and the biggest chain in the club and this, that, the third.
Throw a
Like,
shot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
not like that. Not
Wait
like
a
that.
minute.
I got a whole tat on my neck. I'm like,
Nah,
oh.
I
but
got
like-
gold in my mouth. I got
Nah, but not like that. Like some women go around and they literally look for that.
Nah,
And they call them fine. Like they fine because they have those things.
Oh,
and it's
and-
like,
and-
that's not
That's
it.
a rapper
They-
image.
they
That's
basing it
why.
Yeah, so I'm
solely
saying
off
you
of
got
parents.
you got a lot of perpetrators out here. So like that's why I
Yeah.
say, is it okay
Yeah,
to look
yeah,
at first glance?
a lot of people
Because-
do go based off just straight appearance. That's all. Especially
That's-
rappers and
And that's
everybody.
Get
Not
you
even
nowhere.
not even just the first appearance though. Like, are we supposed to just go off of the first impression, right? So like, if I'm trying to get to know this person, right, and I come up to you and be like, how are you? You know what I'm saying? Spit my game or whatever, and you coming off as this nice girl, but later on I find out, damn, she more ratchet than the last. You know what I'm saying? The last female I had.
But that's way less common if you being honest. When you run into a female, if they ratchet type, normally they be trying to ignore y'all on first rips and then start realizing the benefits out of the relationship or the
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah, you
So
right.
you noticed it off rip, like she wasn't really paying me no mind until she realized I had a drink in my hand.
Till she
didn't
seen
really-
the watch, you feel me? That rolling.
I answered my phone and she realized I had a whole different type of swag about me. Oh,
Type shit.
I picked up my keys and she seen what kind of car I drove.
yeah.
Now she want to have a conversation. She want to act all sophisticated,
Right.
like a woman. No,
Yeah.
you talk to a woman, you come off a rip, and like I said, a lot of men will casually have themselves together, but you can tell the presentability of him. So he's still pulled together. He might have a chain on, but he ain't got the biggest chain in the building trying to wear the biggest ice and show everybody every time. Like, nah, that's not his whole foreplay. Like, that's not his whole thing. That's not
Right.
his end
I
game.
feel like conversations is the most important thing if
Right.
you want to know somebody.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like, off a rip, like, I say it like this. When a woman speaks to y'all and, like, y'all come up to a person off the street, whether you finna tell them, hey, you dropped your wallet or something, right? No matter what, the first thing that comes out of a woman's mouth who's actually feminine is, yes, can I help you? What's wrong? Not,
True.
what the
Hey,
hell?
bro,
why,
you
why you
bugging.
touching me? Don't
I
touch
have
me.
a
Why you-
boyfriend.
Why?
I have a
I
boyfriend.
have a
Ain't nobody
boyfriend.
even asked you
Why
a
are New-
question yet.
Hey,
You
look,
dropped something.
I got a question. Why are New York girls like overly aggressive, bro?
Because
can't
that
speak.
environment is overly aggressive.
Yeah,
it's one of the
fam.
higher crime rates.
Like,
Mm.
fam,
Everyone
you-
from Chicago and New York,
You
all
got
of
you got New York females get snatched off the street, fam. They got to defend themselves a lot of the time, bro.
Hey,
You
yo,
gotta-
son,
Yo,
you
word
gotta-
to my mother.
Word to my mother,
Hey,
son.
B, I
That-
like your shoes, B. Like
that
bro,
goes
that's-
off of your
You got the
environment, though.
Timbs, G.
Well, shit. If we could say that though, then the persona of Texans, right? All
We got a
Texans
bad
aren't country. Not all New Yorkers are bullies like that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like not all females in New York. I done
I'd
had
probably
a.
say a good percent. I never been in New
Well,
York,
yeah,
but
I done had a-
I think
I got
you got to
family-
be like the men though. Shoot, they overly. You
Well,
feel
in
me?
New
So
York
you-
though, the dynamic is different, right? So like, it's a lot of city life, right? So if a female in New York is way different from a female in Texas, just 100%, right? So, and by that, what I mean is,
I mean,
you might have a female that
she still got a coochie.
she on
Well, what I'm
she on the
saying-
Montclazy though.
but-
Put it to you
but-
like this: a girl that's
She
over
on the
there in
motel.
Oak Cliff in that art district area might be rougher and tougher than a girl that's over here in the suburbs of Mesquite or suburbs of Forney, because we feel a little more safe. I feel safe going out at 3 o'clock in the morning and checking my mail because I forgot to.
Which is why a lot of females are unapproachable, right?
Whereas that same woman over in that other area, she walk outside at 3 o'clock in the morning. There's crackheads out there. There's homeless people out there. There's a man standing on the corner waiting for her to come down the hall so that way she could be gone and be on the road.
And that's what I mean. Like it's a whole different dynamic, right? So like, yeah, Jeffrey, you feel me? you got a nice looking female that's walking up and down a block. New Yorkers 9 times out of 10 they taking a cab, fam. They ain't got no car. It's too many people in New York to just to own a vehicle in New York. I might as well just take a cab, right? Or Uber. So when you outside waiting on your Uber and you looking nice, you going in the club, you probably with 1 or 2 of your homegirls.
Or if any.
Or if any, yeah. But I said you probably meeting up with them.
You gotta meet them.
You have to, in New York, you're gonna have to protect yourself. You're gonna have to be aggressive. You're gonna have to, because where you're at, it's a lot of dudes 10 times more with that action, with that aggressiveness, with that masculinity than you as a female with this little tameness. You know what I'm saying?
So females are trying to be as masculine as the men are. Like you saying that?
Yeah, it's a level of protection.
Yeah, it's like a guard, right? So like if I can put up my guard long enough for this male to feel intimidated, not to mess with me, not to bother me.
Tactic.
You feel me? Like I can be very much unapproachable to these guys, right? Because they die on this guy on the stoop down the street. Hey yo, ma, I know you hear me. You be like,
I like your Timbs.
You know what I'm saying? I like your Timbs. You got the black forces. Like,
and it happens out here. Y'all see it all the time. Men will kind of like catcall women. And like I've been catcalled off the street, and I've been quiet about it. Like, oh well, I'm not the type to like speak up. I'm soft spoken a lot of times. So, you know, I'm like, I'm not gonna answer. I'm not comfortable. And they turn around and turned up on me.
Do women not like being catcalled?
It depends. Like y'all gotta understand. If I'm coming off of work or something, I may have something on my mind. I'm not always in the mood to be hit on. You know what I'm saying? Like if you having a bad day, you're not always in the mood to talk. Let's just be honest.
Right.
If I'm having a bad day, you don't know what I got going on. I could have just left the funeral. I could have just got a bad call and I'm leaving work. And you on the street hollering my name. Hey, pretty. Hey, red jacket. Hey,
So
I know you hear me.
Okay,
I'm like,
I understand.
geez, I'm trying to get to my car.
So what's respectful catcalling?
Respectful catcalling, I say walking up to a person and approaching them and introducing yourself properly.
It's like, excuse
Like,
me.
yeah, excuse me.
Hey, man, I talk to you?
Can I talk to you?
That's not
Exactly.
catcalling anymore. That's
that's hollering. I'm gonna shoot my shot. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
and I feel like that right there, women take that way too far and way too personal.
bro. It's like you
Yeah.
can't even approach a female now because you risk getting put on TikTok
Or put on
social
blast.
media.
Yeah, like
This weirdo is it? I can't work out in peace. This weirdo is. He's
Okay.
texting me
But
from my
still, y'all
number.
take
There's
y'all
a
shoot
time
y'all
and a
shots
place.
though.
There's
Don't
a
be
time,
don't trip
shoot
off
y'all
that.
shots,
Shoot
and there's
y'all
a
shot.
time and a place for everything. If we at the gym, I'm gonna tell you this: most people at the gym are insecure about their body.
Yep.
That's
Right.
why we there working out.
Or they trying to show it off. One or two.
No.
Let you
We
finish.
showing it
If
off
we talking
now.
about-
I'ma
We
let you
showing it
finish.
off now because I didn't got it to where I want it to be.
Mm.
But at one point in time, I was insecure about it.
Yeah, I
If
see
I'm
that
over
a lot.
here deadlifting and squatting, don't come over to me
nice ass.
trying to not even that. Hey, let me talk to you real quick, cause I know you see me in this mirror like I see
Maybe
myself.
I'm trying to fix your form.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you some
sure.
reps.
I can't even. I
hey,
can't
baby.
even.
Hey,
baby.
Like,
And to
are
us,
we?
that's
Straighten your back.
Are we not in
Straighten
the
your back up,
sit your
cool.
butt a
like,
little bit
so
like
we
this.
so
And
we
that-
just can't communicate with females at all. That's
No,
that's,
and I'm not saying that.
I
I'm
get what
saying
she's
there's a
saying
time
though,
and a
because a lot of
place
niggas
for it.
be. I know somebody.
Like when
so
I used to go
it's-
to the gym, people used to like legit. I used to watch these two men walk around this whole gym just
Follow.
categorizing women. Like, oh, she a 7.
She a
She
10.
a
Right.
this.
She-
She
hey,
a
I ain't
that.
gonna lie,
So-
Stacey.
Hey, look.
Remember?
Hey, look,
Remember we
did you
did that
know?
the other code?
You know,
We was
you
just
know-
watching
I
though. We
plead
was just
the fifth.
watching.
but
Fun fact.
you don't understand. Just y'all be watching, y'all think women don't catch on. We be looking at y'all in
Right.
the mirror. We be seeing y'all walk around in a
Don't you
full
want?
circle.
Don't you want to be noticed though?
I am
certain
trying to.
situations at the
She said, I'm
club.
trying
That's
to
what I'm
work
saying.
out.
At the
The
club,
club,
I feel
yes.
like that's where y'all pop y'all.
Yeah, but if I'm at the gym,
But
give
look.
me a minute. I'm hot, sweaty. I feel like I look crusty
But
and
look,
dusty.
hold on,
I
hold
ain't
on,
got
hold
my
on,
laces
hold
on.
Okay,
Bro,
but
stink,
look,
like,
but when
goddamn.
when you at the club and you at your best, you gonna feel like, oh, can none of these niggas fuck with me?
I'm the
I'm
baddest.
the
True,
baddest.
true,
I'm the
That's cap.
baddest.
That's cap.
How-
That's cap.
How can
That's
every
cap.
female
So the
be
right
the
nigga
baddest?
gotta make
How
her-
can every-
Exactly,
Okay.
because let me put it to y'all like this. I feel like I'm at my top of my caliber, and when a man comes up in here, he should be at the top of his caliber if he's searching for something. So guess what? I'm in here in my best. I'm in here in my highest heels that hurt my damn feet. I'm in here in
Got
the
a
nicest
point.
bag out my closet. I went and got my hair freshly laid.
She want to be charged.
Okay, so
for
what
sure.
you said,
Yeah.
what
In the
you
right
said in
manner.
the beginning, you said you wasn't going to clubs to find anything, but you just said.
Yeah,
you
but I'm
look-
pointing- I'm
you
pointing out
look-
the
You
facts.
look good,
But
for-
I'm pointing
for-
out the
for-
facts.
For the maybe I might
So-
find someone who's suitable.
Yeah, if I
So
find
couldn't
someone
you-
who's suitable inside of, like I said, it's off of impressions and first appearances. If he comes up to me and it's that dude that's in the club that I wouldn't normally see in the club, and I'm like, I look good. I look like I could be his next, you know what I'm saying, his next partner. I want to see what he about. He look like he carry himself a certain way. Let me see what he talking about. And he come and approach me. That's what I came to be dressed for. Whereas I'm in the gym. My lash done sweated off. My eyebrow is in my goddamn gym shirt. And y'all coming up to me talking about something. Let me fix your form.
But
Y'all
they-
sound like horn dogs. Y'all scare me.
That's a compliment.
No, hold on,
That's
hold on.
a
Vice
compliment.
versa,
That's a
though.
compliment.
Look,
though.
vice
Like,
versa,
damn,
though.
you
I know,
sweaty,
you
you
look
still
good.
look good.
If we in the
and you
club,
sweaty.
if we in
Yeah,
the
but
club,
they
Let me
insecure.
lick that sweat off.
But we
Niggas the
insecure
same.
in that area.
God.
We
Oh,
insecure
my
in
God.
that environment.
That's
You know
what
what I'm
them
saying?
niggas
I'm
saying.
insecure in that environment. So I'm thinking you're trying to feed off of my insecurities. Because I see
Women
myself
think
in
so
that
deep.
mirror.
Yeah, bro. Like, did you know, like 1 out of 3 places that people go to cheat is the gym? Did you know that?
To go to cheat.
Yeah, they go to cheat.
Guess what?
They
Or-
go,
or
they
to
go,
work.
or to work. Yeah, they go,
Now
go
work,
to
I
work.
understand.
They go to the club.
It's the easiest lie.
Did you know that? It's the most accessible.
gym.
So the gym is right. Like if I tell my girl, right, hey, babe, I'm about to go to the gym. Well, she know where I'm at. Where is a lot of females that look good at?
At the gym.
At the damn
But let me
gym.
tell you this. What did I just say?
Well, you're insecure, right?
What
Not
I-
you,
but
but as a
The
female
yeah,
at the gym.
You're
So,
insecure, so you're easier.
As a man,
You're easier target.
exactly. So that's easier way for me to cheat. I can shoot my shot, and me having strong game. If I shoot my shot,
if
I'm
you
gonna get
ju-
your number walking out this gym. You walking out with me. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's easy to do that. So when the male is approaching you on that type of tip, hey,
Mm-hmm.
look, let me fix your form, shorty. Your back gonna break.
Mm-hmm.
Or some
But-
shit, you know what I'm saying? Like
let me
they looking,
fix it.
they
Yeah.
looking
Let
at
me
you
fix
like
it back.
they looking at you like I ain't gonna say
Piece
fool,
Whoa.
Piece of meat.
but that's what they looking like, bro. I need her. Let's see what it is. So when we're approaching you like you want us to, it might not be the right time for you, but it's definitely the right time for me.
But
I need that
again,
indication.
what
And-
you're looking for is to cheat, like you said.
Well,
You're
you don't know
looking
that.
Well, hold on. Let's just say he's single. All right.
Yeah,
let's
let's
keep
say
it
I'm
in
single.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just.
Okay,
keep
you
it-
single, but like I said, I feel like that environment for a lot of women is their insecure safe place.
Right.
We're coming
Okay.
there to kind of get ourselves together. We're not really coming there to go talk to dudes.
So-
we mix and mingle. It
so
happened,
boom.
okay.
Okay.
But I'm coming to the gym to lift weights, do something I hate, which is running, and try to not pay attention to the fact that I got another 45 minutes of this. These are the worst minutes of my life, and y'all sitting here trying to have this conversation. Can you
So-
catch me when I look good?
And not
These-
sweating bullets.
these-
You ain't gonna be trying to. You ain't gonna be feeling him then. He ain't gonna be-
Because you gonna be look.
You gonna be looking good,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
I gotta
Go
say-
ahead. Go ahead.
Because I got a question. All right.
Go ahead.
These your insecurities, right?
Mhm.
Well, this your place where you feel the most insecure.
Mhm.
And if a man come up to you, shouldn't that make you feel good though?
And that's why I say it's
Like,
hit or
damn, he got
miss.
me in my lowest.
Because let me explain something to you. You
Chemistry.
also have men that walk around there, like I said, and be horn dogs, and we peep that. Y'all be fine, but I'm like, he just walked up to that girl.
So
You just
now,
walked up to that girl.
so now, any man.
So
that
how do you
approach
decipher
is a horn
just
dog?
just a conversation though? Let's talk about the
Mhm.
conversation. How do you split? Okay, he really interested to.
It's
he
how the
really
conversation
looking for-
goes. When I ask you certain questions, are you closed off or defensive? Or you looking for your first lie? Are you telling me, oh, you way too in my business? Why you want to know that for? Because some of these questions, if it's the honest truth, nah, I ain't dealing with nobody, or nah, I ain't looking for nothing. I just realized you look real good. You know what I'm saying? Then that's a whole different ball
It'll be
game.
platonic.
Yeah, versus like you can tell when a person is standoffish because they got other stuff going on they don't
Right.
want to tell you. It's saying when you approach a woman and you know she dealing with other dudes, you're just straight off rip. You be like,
But 9
She was
times out of
cool,
10, the
but-
woman not gonna tell you if she's dealing with other
No.
men. She's just gonna look at you in your face and say, "Give me your Instagram or give me your number, or
Not
I'll
e-
give you my situation."
even
And you'll
that.
find out later
you
on.
ask her certain questions, and like I said, she's standoffish. You got a man, why that matter?
Mm.
And you ain't never heard a woman tell you that. Why that
Got a
matter?
whole
You,
roster.
oh
Hey,
God,
do you live by
Rasta.
you live by yourself? Oh, I know. I got a roommate.
who your roommate?
I live with my baby father.
That is
Yeah.
not your
That-
roommate.
I done heard that before. I just live with them. We don't go together. I just live with them.
They
I've
still
heard
We
that
don't
before.
do anything.
They still go
They
together.
still,
Yeah, I
they
heard
still
that
doing
before.
their thing.
But if y'all got one bedroom in that mug, that man is not sleeping on the couch. Let's
That
just be
is-
real.
That's
Hold on.
uncomfortable.
That's-
If you got
come
one
on, man.
bedroom in there, that is not a roommate. You know why? Your roommate has to have its own
Room, exactly. Come on now.
Facts.
Let's just be smart people. So-
sleeping buddy.
Go ahead, Stacy.
Now, you got anything else you want to say?
We touched on a lot, man. We touched on a lot.
Now, I would say this.
I have a question when y'all done.
No, go ahead. Okay, you can ask your question. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what do y'all consider automatic turnoffs? Like when you,
Like a red flag.
as soon as you walk up to a woman, you like, oh no.
Good question. Who wanna go first?
Loud.
Stacy, go
Shit,
ahead.
if her breath funky.
Loud.
Damn. Okay.
That's an ultimate turn. I'm turning around.
Your breath smell like straight dick and tuna. Oh, bitch. Hell no.
Outside of like that, but like
Okay,
in
you
the
smoke
conversation-
cigarettes.
Okay,
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna go with some
Cigarette
I
smoking
want the real though. I want
Yeah, I'ma go
stuff
some
that
real- I'll just say some
women
real.
really be looking for. Like,
You
oh,
wanna-
that's a
the
turn off.
smell.
I didn't
Like
know.
she can't be your wife.
If you don't smell like a female, if you smell like motor oil and regret, I don't want to be next to you, bro. I want you to smell like flowers and peaches and shit.
I'm
Love.
gonna go. I'm
What's
gonna go
that?
even.
The pink.
I'm gonna go even deeper.
You know
than
what I'm
That
smell.
goes into hygiene though.
I'm gonna go.
That,
even,
right.
That
Okay,
good
that's a
hygiene.
whole
I'm
package.
gonna go even deeper than that though. Like really, a real turn off for me because it's like deeper than just the surface. Like, okay, you look good, that's cool. We go to your mental state checked out. But if she don't understand that how her behavior impacts the people around her, like she ain't got accountability, then that's like if she get angry and she just lashes out and then she say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just got angry."
I got anger issues.
She don't
Lack
know.
self
She don't know how to.
accountability and self awareness.
She don't know how to control that. Like, and she don't She don't know why she can control that. She don't know the importance of controlling it. She just totally oblivious to the things outside of making herself look good and her appearance
Right.
picked up. Like it's more than that. So.
Another thing too, if
Okay.
for the women with children, right? I just
If she got a kid,
look. Red flag is not because you have a kid.
No.
A red flag
It's because
is
you
you
have
out every night with your homegirls and you got a kid.
Mm.
You out every day and you trying to look for plays and you got a kid. You neglecting your household. I come to your house and your house look like
you
Hoarders.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact,
Oh, this is just my room. I forgot to clean up, but it's
Not-
cool.
They blame it on the kids. They be like, the kids messed up the whole house.
Why
As a
you
woman,
not-
you're supposed to be cleaning,
Yeah,
cooking,
like-
making sure the house is straight. Then you go and do your extracurriculars.
Right.
But I gotta make the money for the house because you left you made your husband or whoever leave you. Now you gotta
Or
play
you chose
both
an
roles.
unfit
Yeah,
partner.
you know what I'm saying? And
now
I
you
ain't-
gotta play
and-
both roles.
And I'm gonna piggyback off what you just said, right? When you say, "Oh, well, I ain't got this other person, right? I ain't got my other half, so I got to do majority of the work." Well, that's an excuse because at 9 times out of 10, well, 10 times out of 10, you're supposed to keep your household up.
Mm-hmm.
You're supposed to keep your kids in line. As a mother, you're supposed to just automatically have that. Really?
Yep.
So my thing is when you coming at coming for a male, right? That's already having his shit together. That's what like you're supposed to. He has a job, has his own car, has his own apartment. 9 times out of 10, that male's gonna come to that house and he's gonna look at you like, "Damn, man, you out of order."
Yep. And I
You know what
can't
I'm
bring
saying? I
that
can't-
out of order to me.
That's gonna bring my lifestyle out of order. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a breadwinner, all you gonna be is a distraction.
Okay, I got a question. So if how things are being like advocated and publicized and promoted, like if the relationship dynamic in our demographics, you know, the black community, if they stay the same how they are now, if the trend continues how it is now, do you see the black community being more
Not even
together
just the black
or
community,
or
bro.
oh yeah,
Everybody.
it spreads
But
out to
we're the
more,
biggest community
yeah, but we're
out of the minorities
yeah.
that don't be with our spouses.
yeah. So
Yeah.
if this trend
Hispanics
You don't
this
see
sit
is-
out a lot
Hispanics.
more.
if
Go
this trend continues, do you see the black community? Do you see it being detrimental or detrimental or
It's gonna be detrimental. You
okay.
don't even have to ask me the other
beneficial?
side of it.
Yeah,
No, it's
detrimental or
detrimental.
Beneficial,
Reason
right.
being is, like we said, everything's gonna have to balance itself out. So if a man grows up in a household with a whole bunch of girls, because the men keep leaving that woman, guess what? He's gonna become feminine, or he's gonna become this scared of masculinity type of man.
He don't even understand masculinity. He
You
never-
got a mom yelling at him trying to be a man so that way he can be a man. Hey, every time you cry, tighten up. That's not a man's role. You're not supposed to have emotions. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that. That's not how that work. That's not how that work.
Oh yeah, we
Not
supposed to
at
cry
all.
sometimes.
Yeah,
And
it's okay to
forget
cry sometimes.
Y'all supposed to have all types of emotions, not just sadness.
we all have emotions.
Like y'all supposed to be
Like even animals, they got emotions.
not. Y'all get looked at crazy when y'all experience true happiness at times.
Yep.
Like, why is he so excited?
Yep.
That's a little strange.
Yep.
Whole time that's not strange. You get happy when you get good news. So should he.
That's the natural state we were born in. Happiness. That's where we're supposed to be at all
Bliss.
times. Happiness.
You're supposed to be in your complete bliss at all times to be successful in your life, not for
Peace.
anybody else. Yeah, at peace.
Yeah.
You know, that helps a lot because when you're stressing, it slows you down. You get doubt.
And you make bad decisions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You make rash
Yeah,
decisions.
and that takes away from the peace of the whole community. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's my opinion on this.
Well,
on this stuff.
and especially when you got 10 households on the same street going through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Everybody
Bro,
hates
you
each
want to
other.
know something? Not even just that. How is it that every single black community in America is going through the same thing? Like it's
Still ain't figured out
like
a
it's
way to fix
it's
it.
like it's a blueprint that's being followed, and all, like you can't find one black community in America where everybody on that street they living in a 2-parent households. They making more than 100,000.
You know why?
that's easy, bro.
The role
Yeah, but I
models
said-
above
Yeah,
us.
but I said
bro.
it's easy.
Not
Look,
even just
the
role
roads
models.
ain't
Remember
busted.
we talked about what you need to have a successful community.
What do you
and
need?
There is
you need
none.
3 things, like you said.
It's like four.
Well,
it's four technically.
Well, 3. Well, yeah, 4 main things,
Four.
right?
Okay, what
So
are they?
listen, there's no major black community or black suburb, right? Reason being is
Hell
if you
no.
take it to if you take it to poverty areas, you don't see these same things. A bank, a grocery store,
Mm.
a hospital,
Mm.
okay, and a school, a actual functioning well school,
Mm.
okay. Majority of those environments, you got a bank down the street because they know they're gonna get robbed on a regular. The grocery store is a few minutes down the street, but it's into another city. You don't have that all in one black area
And then
because they know
they
it's
don't
all
even
gonna
have the
get hit up.
transportation to get around.
And
like,
another
to them
reason,
places.
right?
More liquor stores than
Another-
go
You know what I'm
stores.
saying? Too many
Gun
churches on this
stores.
street, somebody stealing.
You know what I'm saying?
But look, another reason too, bro. Right, in the minority demographic, right? You got a lot of low income housing. You got a lot of people that's in the household that don't make any money. You dig what I'm saying? That's relying on government assistance.
Black
that's
people
relying on
have
food
the
stamps.
largest poverty rate.
Right. So when you got that, right, a lot of that goes back to bringing back down the property line, right? The property value, right? So if I got low income housing on all of these streets, right?
Mhm.
If I'm a big bank like Chase or Wells Fargo, I'm not
Right,
going
they
to
not
go to
tryna-
these
yeah,
neighborhoods.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're not giving out no loans to
well,
them.
that too. So because they're not giving out no loans, there's no money circulating.
You also missing a big gym.
robs, steal.
What
You gotta
what are
think
you
about
missing?
this. If you're on low income housing, 90% of the time it's because you don't have the other spouse to afford the housing.
That way.
So you're on food stamps. You're on low income housing. So
Oh
guess
my
what? Everybody
God.
that's in that neighborhood, we
And-
all got a
And
Section
look,
8 voucher because the daddy ain't
with
here.
that being
Right.
said, you getting more incentives now to be in single parent household.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's one
You
reason
get
why.
paid
Another
more.
reason,
You
yeah.
make you get more free food. You
get
do
all
all
the
these
benefits. Yeah.
So that's
you
why
got incentives.
everybody on that street in the hood don't have no dad because guess what? We all got paid to live on this same street in the hood with no
without a
parent.
dad.
Right.
Mm.
And then it's like a teach relearn type of situation, right? So if I grow up in that environment and I grew up the way that I grow up, I'm going to teach my kids the same situation.
And it's like you neglecting the long term effects just for the
The short-term
Yeah,
goals.
the short term come up like
Right.
like you getting a 1,500 every month, but you feel me? The whole community, nobody on this block know what it feels like to have a father in their
Shit,
life.
when
like,
everybody's starving, everybody's starving, nobody's eating, everybody's fatherless.
and nobody wants
And
their
nobody-
father because nobody wants the father of their kid with the kid because they making more money with him gone.
Not
than-
thinking
than
about
it is
how
with-
much their kid wants the father in their life.
Exactly.
Not
You
even-
get more. It's more benefits having a father in that kid life. Not for you, for the kid.
Well,
like,
well, for the woman too, because think about it like this: if me and you making 50,000 each, right, a year, we just made $100,000
Together, yeah.
together.
but she got
if-
your kids. She's still getting half your money. Either
Well, I'm not.
Not
Besides marriage, right?
necessarily.
Besides
way.
marriage,
If you're not with her,
let's just go back to the dynamic of me and her, right? No kids, right? If me and you, before we start a family, it's just me and you. We got our careers out the way, you know what I'm saying? We well into our careers. Now we talking about having babies. We put our incomes together, one of us leave. What happens to that child?
That child has to live off the half of the income of the other
or
parent.
they
or
gotta
whatever
live
they have.
They got to live off of
yeah.
half an income. You are correct. You got to live off of half an income. So when you living off of half of a means, right, that means somebody has to make up the difference, which is usually the child.
Yeah.
If
Drop
you have
out of
more than
school.
one, child, right?
Start working.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
Or if you have more than one child, right? You as a mother or you as a father have to go get double the income.
3 jobs.
You gotta get 3 jobs, 4 jobs, right?
More stress
Then,
on you.
Now you never at home. The
Mm.
kids got to go somewhere, bro. They're not gonna stay in the house. Who are the role models on the street?
Exactly.
And
Uh,
all that could have been avoided if the father was just there.
Exactly.
But instead, they give you benefits for not having the father there. And all of that is for the purpose of separating the structure of the black family.
and another one
Yeah.
too. Go back to Jeffrey Dahmer, right? Go back to Jeffrey
He
Dahmer.
want them views. He know.
Look, no, not even that. No,
Jeffrey
look,
Dahmer.
it's just a good example, right?
Yeah,
So,
cool.
when I was watching the show, he had both of his parents.
Yeah.
Mom was a UFO catcher.
But-
You know what I'm saying? She was crazy.
Yeah.
She was on
They
meds.
got
and
divorced.
They
yeah.
got divorced because one, the dad was never at home. The mom was depressed as hell, and the dad was not there for the mother.
He was making money for the family.
So,
Like,
look,
how can you
but look,
be mad at?
But look,
Oh, go
the reason
ahead.
why the wife got mad is because one, we have 2 kids. I need you to be a father to our children too.
That.
So if the job is taken
Provider?
away, if the
Not just
job
a
is taken away,
provider.
right? The dude was traveling. The dad was traveling for work. He'd be gone 3-4 days a month, 2 days at the year, right?
So how can you be mad at that?
They
You're-
did
It's
that
not
back
it's
in
not
the
about
80s.
being
I'm
mad.
gonna tell you
Yeah.
like this, because
It's-
eventually you gotta pick your family over your income.
So,
At a
'cause
point
we
in time,
want-
I need you to prioritize taking care of your son because
Okay,
I
you
cannot
saying
teach
no.
your
No,
son.
The shorty
Yeah.
ain't
Yo,
even have
man,
a job.
hold on,
I can't
question,
teach your
question.
son. I can't teach your son to be a man. I
Okay.
need you to take that time out to teach him. I'm not.
Exactly.
I can't go in the bathroom and tell him how to point in the toilet.
It
You need to come in there and
depends.
tell him what he need to be doing. I
Now,
can't teach
look.
him how to shave his face. You need to come in there and
True,
teach him
true,
these
true.
things.
Right.
True.
And that's what I say. You gotta be.
There's
You
certain
gotta be
questions
the
he's
father.
gonna have. I can't answer. How to court a woman? I'm just gonna tell you what I like as a woman.
Yeah.
Versus
Right.
yeah,
how
yeah,
how your
yeah.
daddy really ran the
Yeah,
game and
yeah.
got me.
Right.
All right, I agree. But you can't put the income over the family. I'm sorry.
Well, no, it's not.
But you
said
gotta
you can't.
you gotta
You
take
said
a
that-
break.
you
You're
said
right.
the
I need you
family
to take a
over
little
the-
break.
It's
Completely
different
right.
if he dead coming in, sleeping, then leaving. You know what I'm saying?
But
And I'm pretty sure he did that.
I
But
need you to take a minor break and be a parent. Just because, guess what? You make money. I had to put some things on hold and rearrange some things, or find a job that made it possible for me to do so. I need you to have that same energy in teaching your children.
and the right
the
man
way
is gonna
I
do
do.
that. But I'm just saying I had to clarify, like, not necessarily putting money over the kids, but that's how they gonna eat. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
So
put
you
that
telling
on
me,
hold.
You
I'm
telling me
just
because
saying.
you can just because this is a way you can provide, right? That means take away from your family.
I'm not.
Because you still it still
I'm
takes
not-
away from
how-
it.
I'm finna
In what
speak-
sense though?
Because money isn't love, nigga.
And I'm gonna put it to you
Okay,
like
I'm
this.
putting. Look, I'm gonna say this. I can still come in and do my thing.
Right.
Drop gems to my kids. And,
then
by
leave?
example,
Yeah.
for work, I gotta make money.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is,
So,
if you're
I'm
leaving
a-
multiple
I'm
days,
gonna
of
drop
it-
gems as I come and go. I'm not finna just be
But
like,
see, a lot of men don't
oh,
do
what's
that.
good. That's what
A
I'm
lot of
saying.
men
That's
don't
why I had to
do
clarify. I had to ask you,
Yeah.
what did you mean by put income over kids?
Well,
'Cause
so,
I'm like,
Yeah.
so what you're saying is like it's okay to be gone and absent from the house as long as I'm coming back to it and providing.
If his job is traveling, you can't do
Okay,
nothing
so
about
what
that.
if the
Yeah, you
woman
can.
hold on,
So
what
truck
if the woman
drivers.
is the breadwinner, right? What if the woman is the breadwinner, right? She's supposed to be taking care of the house and everything. And her job tells her, hey, like if she's a newscaster or something like that, they're on the road 90% of the time.
Most definitely.
Hey, we have what happened in Puerto Rico and the whole bridge took off?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all need to
I
go.
don't know.
It flooded real bad and the whole
Oh,
bridge
and the
is
bridge,
gone.
yeah, fell off. Yeah.
And so they're like, hey, we need to send you out there to cover the news for a week. And they sent her away for times at a time. And you got to sit at home and be the stay-at-home dad, right? Guess what? You're still going to be like, hey, these kids, I need help. I need you to tell me what to do.
How many
to teach
cases are
these.
that though?
There's a lot of
there's
women
a lot of it, bro.
that are
So,
breadwinners nowadays because of this
ambulance-
big push.
Ambulances, right? Ambulances are gone. Period.
Traveling nurses.
Usually, you gotta travel to work to get to work. Get in an ambulance, travel to wherever they are for the next 24 to 72 hours without going home. You will
Yeah.
not see the bed for 7. You will be up for 72 hours, one break, no cap.
A lot of
I work
nurses
with
are
one.
traveling nurses nowadays because they get paid for that.
They get paid way
so
more.
guess what? There's a lot of times that they be on trips for 3 to 6 weeks at a time
Fact, taking
at
care
a different
of
hospital.
home health
because
care.
Not even just home health care. Parkland does it.
Well, I was just saying, like
Like-
that's an example. Like home health care, bro. Some people, some females actually have to live in that household, right?
Yeah.
To take care of that old person because that person doesn't have anybody else with. They got dementia. They can't take care of
or
themselves.
they getting ready to go. So guess what? I got to get everything in order. Hey,
Yeah.
they not looking like they gonna make it the next 2 weeks. I got to stay at
I
that
gotta
house
stay at
for the
the
next
house.
2 weeks until they go.
And,
And you got to be comfortable with the
and
fact
these
of that.
and these jobs that y'all saying, make all this money. Like the man is gonna let's just say if the man was making less than the women that we talking about in these jobs,
Right.
the divorce rate on that is about 70%.
70%. Yeah.
So think about it. They already gonna be divorced, and so that's not like that
Because y'all
case.
find it more acceptable to leave in that occasion.
Well, it's
Because of
it's
the woman,
easier.
though.
It's easier because
not blaming on her because she make more money. He not gonna feel right. Like it's a natural thing.
Not even just
like
that,
that's
brother.
just the point.
Not even that, just that, brother. You gotta think about this. You as a female, if you make $70,000, right? You make $70,000. I make 30, right?
You gonna feel like you over him.
You gonna feel like,
And I don't.
Why do I
That's
need
not
this
a woman.
man?
No, but that's not a woman. See, and that's looking for something out of the benefit. If you know going into the situation that he make less bread than me, there's a lot of women that are in higher caliber jobs, dating men that are under their caliber. And reason
not a lot.
being that
Under
they
their
Not a
pay
lot.
grade?
Hold on,
That's
hold on.
under the pay
Hold on.
grade,
and
yeah.
that's why I asked.
But no,
a
there
man,
is.
hold on,
There
a male that makes more money, right?
Is
a
more
male,
likely to
a male
get with
that's
a woman
rich.
that's under.
If I'm rich, right, I'm more likely to go find you because I don't care how much you make. If you make
Oh.
more than me, you
But-
care how much I make because
But
you want me to match your
but I
pay
said
grade.
a woman.
Even if you making more than me,
I
you
said a
gonna care.
woman.
You gon'
But like I
you gonna
said,
care.
a
I'm gonna
woman.
care.
No,
But
I'm talking about a woman, not a gold digger.
So are women?
Y'all, there's a lot of women that are looking for the
so
benefit.
Look, are women just speaking generally? Are women attracted to men with higher earnings?
I'm not.
Is that a
I'm
factor?
not.
Is that a factor in
I feel like
attractiveness?
If you're asking
No,
me personally, no.
in general.
In general,
Is that
in general,
attractiveness?
In
Is that-
2022.
is that a?
I feel like it is, and it's a negative connotation because you're looking for somebody that has bread, but you're not worried about how he's going to treat you in that nature. If that makes any sense, like you don't really care
Yeah.
how he treats you
'Cause-
because
'cause
he
most
has money,
females-
and that's why
And
I
that's
say.
why them women don't get the kid. They
But
get the-
that's
they
why
just
I
get
also say people be trying to get in relationships not knowing that they're uncompatible and all of that stuff.
Because they can be bought.
Yeah, and that's why I say I'm comfortable if I make $100,000. Like if I go into real estate and I just do a whole bunch of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm making bread and my man is not. I'm comfortable still being by his side because guess what? You
a
still
lot of
lead.
women gonna be
You
like,
still gotta
tripping."
lead. Not even that.
Yeah.
I'm
A
still
lot of
gonna be
women
on
gonna
his
be
ass.
like
Like
that.
you gotta lead. Just because I'm making the money, what are we doing with it?
Oh, God.
You need to be telling me, okay, hey baby, we need to invest. We need to go and start trading. You don't know how to trade. Let me learn how to trade.
So
I
do you,
feel
do you are you gonna feel like he's only attracted to you for the money at that point?
You'll
or-
know because let me tell you this: a lot of men don't ask a woman what she makes. A lot of men do not.
They don't I
'Cause
mean,
they don't
not-
care.
it's
Exactly.
not-
So
yeah.
if
It's
you're
not
so
like-
if you're asking me how
That's
much
not-
money I
that's
make,
not
I don't
what men
care.
are attracted
If
to.
you're
We're
ask-
not attracted to
okay.
how much you make.
So then, if you're asking me how much money I make, I'm gonna automatically assume you're looking for what I can give you and not what we can bring
Well,
together. And
I'm
make.
asking you
I'm a-
because I want to know what you're bringing to this table because I might be again the millionaire or 100,000 or 50,000
billionaire,
billionaire.
I feel like
I
you
wanna
shouldn't
know-
ask me how much I make. You should
I'm-
ask me what I do.
Look,
What I do for a living.
No, because you can
That
be a
occupation-
R&B
no,
and, and don't do
and
shit.
making
Nah,
millions.
You can be
Nah,
a
some are-
phlebotomist and don't do
I'm sorry,
shit.
but
I'ma
a lot
add-
of those
I'ma-
jobs require.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
add on that because I'm 50-50 with it. Ask her what she do, right? And how she manage her money and what type of game plan she got with money.
That way.
I told my barber this day. I don't care about how much money a woman make. But if I bring some money
You
in,
care about how she manages
sit
it.
down at the table with me. We gonna do this. I'm gonna manage that.
Right.
And that's
And-
not,
and
that's
how does
not
she
some-
ma-
that's
how-
not something you looking for in her, but if she has that quality,
In a
it's
sense,
attract-
I
it's
am.
attract-
Because if she can manage money, she can manage a family.
Right.
If anything,
Exactly.
Yeah, she can
That's
manage
what
the
I'm
empire.
saying.
Just
You
Manage-
manage the empire.
management skills in general.
Yeah, you
So
manage the
yeah.
empire.
So like
that's
so
attractive. That's my. We did turns off, but I don't like to necessarily do turns off. I like to do turn ons.
Right.
That's one of them.
I like a boss. You dig what I'm saying?
No, don't say it like that.
Well,
Yeah.
the reason
They
why
gonna-
the reason why I say the reason why I say
Okay.
that.
Want
Look,
a boss?
let
So
me
what?
explain. Let me explain.
What?
The reason why I say I want a boss female, right? Well, if you got a weak female, she's not a boss, bro. She not. If you got a
Okay,
weak
what-
female,
what
hold
is
on.
weak?
I don't know.
What is
A
weak?
weak
Just
female,
'cause she
right?
not-
A weak female, right, is somebody that's gonna lay down, somebody that's gonna do what they told, pretty much, instead of having their
isn't
own
it-
mind.
Okay, so how is that weak? That's
weak.
called having a woman who loves you. Like
So
Not-
if
not
I
even just
if
that.
I
That's a feminine
as a
woman,
man,
in
right?
my
If I'm
opinion.
as a man
I'm kind of
and
following.
coming
so
to
let me
another
see.
man, right? Hold on,
Let's see
coming to
where you
another
go.
man,
She
right?
not. All right, go ahead.
Listen, if I'm talking to you, Stacey, as a man, right,
Mhm.
and I say, Stacey, I need you to go in there and give me a soda.
That's a male. I'm
If I tell my
supposed
female-
to be masculine
If
and
I
conflicted.
if I tell
and
my
com-
female, right,
Mhm.
hey, can you go get me a soda out of there?
she say, "Yeah."
She say, yeah, I got you, babe. Boom, I got me a soda. But if you got a female and you come to that female and say, hey, I need you to go give me a case of soda from the store. I need you to go do this. I need you to go do that. And you're demanding this woman. It's a type of way that you come off, right? And that's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean.
I peeped the difference in
So,
what you said, though.
you feel me?
Because you told him to get the soda. You
hey,
asked
Stacey,
her.
go give me a soda. Can you go give me a soda, please?
But so
shouldn't
are
it
you
be-
saying
Hold
she's
on,
weak
when-
because she said yes to how?
So,
like,
the
what-
way-
He's saying when it's demanding and you're coming off aggressively, there's women that lay down and are not like, hey, you talking to me crazy.
Exactly.
Before you come and ask me to
because
do
she-
something,
she
you fix your
probably-
tone.
she probably think
She
that's
doesn't-
okay.
Well, exactly, and that's not okay. So if I'm
That's
just
what
if I'm
we're washed
demanding
to
you to do
Okay, so
something,
she
you're
don't
not my
know. She
slave or
doesn't know it's
child.
weak. So how can it be weak? She
Yeah.
don't
I
know.
get what
She
you're
think
saying.
that's
I
she think
just-
that's
If
being
you
a
don't
good
know
woman.
it's-
Stacey, you
Look.
on it though. You on the ball
Look,
because she ain't never witnessed it.
If the
She don't have
female
an
don't know
example.
that's weak, right? It's up to the male to say, hey, look, I don't like the way you carrying yourself. Again, like my bro say, I don't like the way you carrying yourself. I need you to show a little bit more oomph. I need you to, you know what I'm saying? I need you to have a little bit more backbone.
Know how you're supposed to be respected and talked to. You don't
Exactly. So my thing is when
So
you don't
that's
have a
not
good,
that's not weak. That just you never had the example.
Maybe she feel that masculinity off you and she
Yeah.
know how to
She feel
respond
like-
to it. That's
I-
how I'm thinking
I'm
of
saying-
it.
I look at it like this. A lot of women, we look at it as y'all are supposed to be aggressive a little bit. Y'all still supposed to have
well,
a little
yeah.
bite.
But
You
at
know
the
what I'm
same
saying? So
time, I'm not supposed
if
to be
y'all-
demanding. I'm not supposed to just demand
But-
you to do something.
But guess
But
what?
you're
We
not
look
gonna
at
take
it
it
like
if she
being
don't
told
do
what
it.
to do. I'm
I don't-
sorry, bro. They
You,
like-
you,
in
you,
some
but
aspect,
look,
they like
if you
being told to do.
if you tell her to do something for both of y'all benefit and she don't do it, you ain't gonna accept when she don't do it.
Yeah, and
It's-
Hold
not
on,
even that.
You're right. But
Yeah.
and I understand what you're trying to say. I understand what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, if you go and have a female, right, and she's just a yes girl,
You
that's
slapping
not no.
her, you slapping
Yeah,
her
you
around
smacking
and
her.
she taking
She's
it.
just taking it. She's going
That's-
to her homegirls. No, it's just an accident.
That's
You go
different.
to
You
a-
beating on her.
I
No,
don't think
that's
that's a
not
That's the
weak.
toxic
same. That's a
Sound.
weak female. She does not
Yeah.
leave you, bro. If you're beating on a
That's-
female and
that's
she
a
don't
weak
leave you,
female.
bro, she
Okay,
weak.
weak,
that's a
weak,
weak female.
weak in
If
what
you
sense?
talking about demanding
Physically
versus
weak,
No.
beating,
That's
I'm
weak-minded.
lost.
That's weak.
Okay, that goes up to
Mentally
being
weak.
If I cheat on you,
Spiritually
right?
weak.
If I cheat on
Mem-
you, and you stay. You weak. If
Exactly.
I'm at
Lack
church,
of morals.
if I'm at church and I'm telling the
So
pastor,
how is that weak?
Let me tell you
They've
this.
never been installed.
Hold on,
There's
hold
no
on. I
foundation
got you,
for
though.
it. How can the foundation be weak if there's
because
no
guess what? You're
foundation?
still supposed to have certain morals. Regardless of anything, as a woman, you still supposed to know
self-respect.
I'm supposed to be self-respected, even though I've never witnessed it.
I ain't gonna
I'm
call
supposed
it
to
weak
have-
just because you're ignorant of that.
Okay,
You're
what's
not
up?
weak
Okay.
just
Yeah,
because-
but
It's
in,
the
the
conversation.
same, but in the same breath, you're witnessing the red flags because this is 9 times out of 10 not your first relationship. You're witnessing the red flags that get you in the same situation every time. He talked to me aggressively, and then it escalates from him talking to me aggressively
To
to
put his
bucking at
hands
me,
on me.
then to hitting me.
Okay, so
to
is
beat my ass.
being strong good for a female then?
Yes, most definitely. Because
Okay,
if you got a
and
strong,
what-
if you got a strong
You can
female
be
on your
strong.
side,
You can be strong and not be masculine.
right? So you like it's go play your position,
So
right?
it's not. The
So is that a
same.
boss
Being
female?
strong-
So a boss female, right? For example, a
That's
boss
what it started
female,
off with.
Oprah.
Yeah.
Oprah is a boss. Oprah got her own, but she still.
Is she
Nah, that's a bad
masculine?
example because she ain't
I was gonna
married.
say she ain't got no
married.
man.
She ain't got no man. She
Beyonce.
masculine.
Let's go to
Awesome.
Beyonce. Beyonce is a boss. You came from carrying yourself, putting yourself on, creating your own name, right? Then you met this man. You made ends meet with this man. Then on top of that, when this man cheats, you have enough umph to say, hey, look, I know you cheated. Let's sit down and let's talk about this. What did I do
'Cause she
wrong as
seen
a
the
woman?
benefit in the
Let's see
relationship.
this. And fix herself. You can fix yourself
Took a
up.
break.
Take
they
take
took a
your
break.
look, take your breather, but come back to it because that's still your husband. You know what I'm saying?
You just said that if I cheat and you stay, that's
Well,
weak.
but
Because
look,
there's some women that
I'm
sit
saying
there-
multiple. I'm not saying. Hold on. I'm not
I'm just-
saying.
I'm
just said
saying-
that.
Look,
bro.
listen, I'm
Come
not
on.
saying if a nigga goes and cheats on a female one time. Like, I'm not saying Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce one time. But what I'm saying is, if I'm just coming at you and say, hey, babe, I'm going to be honest. I had sex with Angelica last week. Let's sit down and talk about this.
We don't know
I
if
had
they
some-
sat down and talked though.
But I'm saying, if I can sit down and talk to a woman, right, about our problems, and she sits there and listens
Okay.
to what I have to say, takes what I have to say and intakes that, right, and learn from it. She can see that, okay, well, maybe it's not just him. I steered wrong in the wrong direction too. Let me learn from this situation. Let me build myself back up, and maybe it will not happen no more because this is what he wants. Now, if you fix yourself, you do everything this man said you was lacking. You do everything in your power to be a good, independent, strong woman for this male, right? And he's still doing you dirty, then you leave. That's when working it out and talking about it
you
is
don't
not.
even have to
Independent,
do all of
strong.
that.
What?
You
what-
leave.
You don't even have to do all of that. If you can sit down as a woman and assess where you messed up, the self-awareness, as well as the mistakes of your partner,
Right.
and say, hey, this ain't gonna work. Let me explain something to you. I can't take emotionally being cheated on.
Right.
I need to leave this situation. That is you being stand up for yourself. You don't have to be
That's what I was
masculine
saying.
about it. None of that.
Okay, so that's
Whether
that's,
you
that's
choose
strong.
to stay,
That's a strong woman.
Okay, so say if the
But
woman
that's a trait of
So you don't want a boss? Because a boss?
Okay, but look, say
Hold on, all right, go,
say
go.
if the same scenario, she catch whoever cheating, and then she leaves them, but she leaves them. She leaves them like in a way where she breaks all his electronics. She keys his car. Like, is that strong or
No.
or
That's
what?
called
No.
bitter.
that I call that.
So is that a form of weakness?
My dad
That's
used to.
weak.
My dad used to
That's a
always say
weakness.
this: as a woman, you stay in a woman's place. Going and doing all that aggressive stuff that does not make you any bigger of a woman.
And it won't
My
get
dad
you.
tells you. My dad used to tell me all the time: if a man does you wrong, the greatest thing that you could ever do, and the most hurtful thing you can ever do to that man,
leave.
It's
Just
leave.
walk away.
That's
And
what I-
just
that's-
walk
you keep
away.
it with your dignity.
You don't gotta put it on the gram. You don't gotta do none of
Let me
that.
tell you
yeah.
something.
Just walk
90% of the time when I've left a relationship, I literally left. No one knew. I didn't make a big scene about it. You didn't see me post. You know me for a long time. I
Right.
don't post no hurtful posts.
Nah.
Like, oh my God.
Leave that
he
shit
did me
alone.
that. No, y'all never seen me post a dude. Just being real 1K. He's never been in the limelight because guess what? I don't do this for social media. This is my real life.
Right.
So guess what?
Yeah.
When you do all of that, you're looking for attention. You're looking for the neighbors, or you looking for somebody on social media. When you post that you didn't piss in his clothes and did all this stuff, you're looking for his reaction.
Yep.
Get the reaction, baby. You hurt me. I gotta go. That's the end goal. That's the reaction. That is my reaction. You
Yep.
did something. My reaction is I gotta go.
Understandable.
Not
Right.
let me tear up everything. Because if you turn around and tear up everything that you got because you didn't
You'll
did it
get
to him,
slapped.
it's even. We even.
Nah, hey.
I look at it as we even. You did that. I did it back. We
Hold on,
even.
Stacey, what I say? You're going to jail.
Back to you, because you want a boss.
Boss.
I want a
boss.
boss.
Is somebody who handle everything. That's what I'm thinking.
So hold on, no.
What
Not
now?
everything, right? So because as a
Okay. Are there?
so
are,
in a
are-
dynamic of a relationship, right? Put it like this: a relationship is a business. It cannot be two CEOs. It can't. It's a CEO.
So you want
and
the
a
female
CEO.
CEO?
So you
I
wanna-
want to be owner.
You want an assistant.
I want
that's
no,
what it sounds like.
not assistant. I want somebody that can meet me up there and be like, you know what, babe, this is where you messed up. I need you to.
you
know
want a
what I'm saying?
business partner?
Let me-
Basically,
No,
that's
I
what it
agree.
is.
A relationship is a
Bro,
business.
if you-
in
if
certain
you ain't
aspects.
got-
I'll say it's a business because
Yeah.
it actually takes time. Like, it's full time.
Especially when you got
Well,
kids and you got money coming.
That
in.
I was
Sure,
gonna
that's a
say.
business.
Also, you got to think about this: when y'all marry each other, y'all funds become one.
Exactly.
So guess what? I'm here to manage it, not to waste it, not to blow through it, and technically, I'm here to
And
multiply.
to build it,
To build it up.
longevity
Yeah,
money,
exactly.
bro.
multiply.
What
And
can
like
we
I
do?
said,
with this
everything
money?
you bring me, I'm supposed to multiply.
So,
But
So
how
this
can,
is
how,
business.
how can I do that?
I am
So-
your
a boss-
investor.
So can we not call it a boss? Because what you
Okay,
know what the boss is, right?
So
you know what
a
they
grown woman, right? A grown
bingo.
woman.
Like, let's keep it real.
Yeah,
Let's
that's-
not get
you
in the
saying
childish. I don't want
boss,
any
right.
childish traits in my woman. I want a grown ass
Because you,
woman.
when you say boss B,
Bro, when you say
but
boss,
that's what I buy a Birkin and that's what I was thinking. So
Okay,
yeah,
so
like,
and that's
you
what
s-
that's
you
what I
say-
mean, right? Without money, right? Without money involved, we're just people. But if I make the money in the house, what does that make me? That makes me a decision maker. That makes me the boss.
Okay.
So
you, right?
So if both of us are doing the same thing,
she's not making the money; she's multiplying it, right?
she's building off of what I'm bringing, right?
Okay.
So if I'm a boss and I go with this woman right here,
you have a good assistant. That's what she is.
Right.
Not exactly.
I
She's
can-
a
I can
help
see-
me.
I can-
She's
I
a
can
help
see
me.
that.
She's a help me.
Y'all
But
make
let me,
me understand.
let me
What y'all
carry your
saying.
seed.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
not trying to say she's not a boss or in the aspect, but I'm just saying
I
the
see
way
what
you
you're
But
saying.
like, bro, when you
like-
saying boss, you think, and
She
y'all
above.
just said
Hold
that
on.
you want a female who gon' know how to longevity and multiply money. A boss bitch, she gonna be buy me this Birkin, buy me
Boss-
that, buy me
No,
that Louis
that's
Vuitton.
a bad bitch.
that's a bad. Yeah, so that's a bad bitch. Do you want a bad bitch? You want a boss bitch? A boss
I
bitch
don't
don't
want
need you to
neither.
buy nothing.
I don't want either.
Yeah.
A
I
boss
want-
bitch don't need you for
Ca-
nothing.
a boss
bitch want you.
What
You feel what I'm saying?
what do
A boss bitch
bosses
gonna
do?
choose you.
I ain't gonna
Let me
lie.
ask you this: What do
a
bosses
boss
do?
B just handle business?
A boss,
So
no,
if
look,
you want to
fam,
say it like that.
bosses compete with other bosses, bro. You want someone who's gonna try to compete with you? She gonna be in
Y'all
competition
can't
with
sit
you.
at the top together.
She gonna be
on
Good
your side. But y'all
point.
can't
I'ma
sit
say
in the
this.
same
Good
seat.
point.
I'm going to backtrack just a little bit because you was like, he's the decision maker. Now, with her being underneath him, that does not mean she is his assistant. She is the person that you consult with your decisions before
Right.
you go ahead and make them.
You
So
just
that
make
way,
Like the
final-
accountant,
Okay.
right?
Just make the final
exactly.
decision.
So I can solidify your decision. You may think you finna make a great decision. I'm like,
Counsel.
oh, hold up.
that's gonna drain all your
That
funds.
sound-
Does she
That's
have
what
to
you
find the
don't
say
know.
so though?
Sound counsel.
No,
I
not
would say
all.
this.
She
I would say
provides
this.
with. She provides.
you-
Hold on.
She provides you with soul
Insight.
Yeah, there we
that
go.
nobody else should be able
With
to tell
sound
you. Nobody
insight.
else should be able, like your homeboy. You shouldn't have to go to your homeboys and tell them, hey, because you make money, how should I do this? You should go to your wife and say, hey, is this a good decision for us and our family?
Right.
And
You're
you
the
can
only
trust
person
her.
in this house that is able to speak on me on the other end. You know my flaws. You've grown
Yeah.
with me. Hey, is this a good decision or am I being rash?
Right.
And I'm supposed to sit back and say,
And that's
well,
where the balance is. But if she too,
That's-
if she
not a
hyper
boss.
masculine,
Not a boss
and
bee.
if she
Yeah,
hyper
but she's
masculine
not your
and you
assistant.
hyper masculine,
You get what I'm
I took
saying?
that
Like,
it's not
there's
gonna
no
work.
balance.
It's not gonna work. Yeah.
if she,
You got a
if
CEO,
you
you got a
look,
COO.
look,
I feel
look,
what you're
look,
saying.
like,
I feel
like
you,
if I'm on go and my girl she on go, it's no balance to be that feminine side to be like, okay, before you act, you gotta take time to
Think.
contemplate on what you about to do, contemplate the action. That's feminine and masculine. They both help each other. You feel me?
Correct. Yeah. I understand.
So yeah,
Good point.
let's fix that term. Boss B, you just want you want
want
a
a
COO.
COO.
You want a COO.
Right.
Somebody that's
Helping
under
make
you, but they helping you also.
Or like I
if you were
said,
sick,
I want a
I
grown
make the
woman.
decisions for you. You know what I'm saying? If
Boom.
you're
You handle
unable,
bills.
you
Boom,
trust
boom,
me
boom.
enough to say she got
Yeah,
enough
okay.
insight to make the right decisions.
know
I
the
don't-
game plan.
I don't have to tell
And
her.
she's willing to
Right.
she's willing to be taught. You got some
Yeah.
females, boss bitches. Oh, niggas can't tell me nothing.
That's my money.
Right.
Yeah, you
Right.
feel me? She
Yeah.
not willing to
Paddling in the boat in the same
In the
direction.
same direction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she not willing to hear nothing from you. Oh, she a boss bitch. She don't gotta listen to you. What you gonna do for her, fam? So yeah, a boss bitch she ain't even gonna be willing to listen to, in my opinion, bro. So
I'm sorry, she not gonna corroborate. That's
Exactly.
that's how I'm thinking of it, fam. I'm not gonna lie.
like, bro, come on.
So what's the another question?
Oh, so this could be the last question, and then we gonna wrap it up after this.
So.
Yeah, come on.
I was asking you.
Yeah,
What's the next question?
Oh, you asking me for?
Yeah,
a
you
question?
have any more questions?
Oh well,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
So
what-
yeah, I'll just ask this. Like, I was stating how this conversation popped off. I was asking about like the dynamic of family in Black communities, and are this current trends, are they being beneficial or will they be detrimental to the Black community in the future? And y'all said detrimental. So
How can we fix it?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
we
what?
talk.
End game.
We laid all the problems on the table.
Let's lay the
Let's-
solutions.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
what-
we always talk
and
about
we,
women.
and
problems.
Ultimately-
we going around and we gonna start.
Women need to be feminine. Y'all need to learn y'all role. Stop overstepping it. Be welcoming to being the mom of the house. Be welcoming if you can't have kids. Be welcoming to being the caretaker of the house. Your man is looking for a nurse, a chef, a goddamn.
Hospice.
You know what I'm saying? He's
Okay.
looking for that love. Stop trying to hide it and be so hard because you feel like you get off on getting on other niggas.
So I got it.
Drop the thing. Damn. Good shit, bro.
Like,
For real.
Told you
So-
she was the one.
So I got one question.
Blue pill.
You going down the
Yeah. I just want to give a question off on what she just stated though. Damn, bro.
No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Vice versa, man. Let's step up to the plate, please, bro. Let's get right. Like, yeah, the women could be all masculine, whatever bro. Let's step up to the plate, bro, and let's make families. It's not all this. I got all the hoes, or I got all these women. I could do whatever. That's not cool, bro. Get to some money.
Shit is
Touch
lame.
some bread, bro.
Shit is lame.
But
Like, let's
once you
touch some money.
But once you start touching some bread, don't forget that you're a man, not a image.
Don't forget what you
Yeah.
doing it for.
When I mean, like, I'm not a crazy spender and nothing like that. I don't support all the materialistic stuff. But get to some bread, start a family, and live good. Like, it's that simple in my
Right.
eyes.
Right.
My opinion. So that's how I feel like we could fix all this.
Stacy.
Keep our
I said it earlier. If we find out where the true source of love is, we won't be having to search for it in other places, and then we won't be disappointed when we don't find it because it was never meant to be found. Where we're searching for, where we're choosing to search for it, because love is something that we're all born with, and it's something that's contained in each one of us. Like, it's just, I don't know. Some people just and I don't know where that came from. Some people just don't see anything about themselves worth loving. So I'ma just say this. the human existence consists of three parts. Like a lot of people base their love off themselves, off like their physical attributes or what they have physically, but that's only the first part of the human existence. We consist of mind, body, and spirit, and there's a force that's keeping all of those things together to where we're have the ability to live. So it's a force greater. That same force is responsible for keeping the universe intact. So it's a force greater than each one of us that's responsible for why we are alive. So if that force loves you enough to keep you alive, because it's someone who didn't wake up today, like we were all chosen to make it to this next day. So if that force loves you to keep you alive, so there's something about you worth loving.
Right.
So that's what
We
I'm
got to
like
get in
that.
tune with ourselves.
Like that.
And can we stop supporting the things that make us unlove ourselves?
Yeah.
That crazy in love, that
Let's stop the death rate too, man. That starts with the love too, man. The death rate is way too high inside of a relationship, bro. Heart attacks, stress, and strokes.
Yeah.
That
And
shit'll kill you.
homicide.
once you find that love in yourself, it's gonna be easier
Yeah,
to
like
see it
some
in
drugs.
other people.
Mhm.
So yeah, go ahead.
One thing I would say is motivate yourself and find motivation within the people around you, because that's true love right there. True love starts with the people within and the surroundings and in yourself. You cannot love anybody before you start loving yourself. You got to make sure that you on point, especially when you start looking for other people to be enjoying this life cycle with you. You're not here forever. So the thing is, do what you need to do to be successful, love yourself, and love others. That's all I got to say.
True. Facts.
Well, I just want to thank you guys for coming. We really, I greatly appreciate you guys for making it all this way. I know it
Appreciate you, bro.
I know it's not a easy task to come here. It's people who were supposed to show up, but they couldn't make it. So I appreciate you guys for showing up.
Hey, give it up for the host, man. Give it up for the host, man.
Hey, thank you guys
Woke
for joining.
minorities.
Thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, turn the notifications on. This is episode 2 of the Woke Minority Podcast.
Everybody want to go around and give out a social?
Yeah.
y'all can follow me at lovely.success_, and that's my Instagram. And then when I drop the YouTube, I'll share that out to y'all.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
look for it.
Gotta keep us on point with that, man.
And
So-
hopefully I come back and I can sit down with y'all and we can have more discussion.
for sure.
I would sure
Definitely
love
want to
to.
have you back.
Hey,
For
for
sure.
sure, bro.
She's the one. Blue pill.
Let's go.
Y'all can follow me at 4340 Goon Woo. Y'all can follow me and subscribe to Danger Summit page when it gets made. Y'all can follow the Woke Minorities podcast on everything, all social medias, streaming platforms coming near you.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all make sure y'all follow the music. The
And them boys be
podcast.
dropping music. Yeah.
And,
Y'all look out for
Go.
the mixtapes. Y'all look out for the art, and look out for the merch.
for the merch.
That's all I gotta say.
But yeah. Once again, appreciate you guys for joining. If you're watching, if you've been tuned in with us this whole time, thank you for joining. Thank you for making this possible. We appreciate the support. A lot of support. A lot of people showing love to the woke minority, man, because they see what we're all about. Changing the narrative, changing the community, and making it better for everyone, you know? So, yeah. Thank you guys
I
for coming.
appreciate y'all.
Yep.
Stay tuned.
Love.
Hold up.